What's cracking? What's up? How's everybody doing, man? How is everybody doing, man? Gauch Merlot in the building. Salute Ock and the Nation. Wish you a safe weekend. If you missed Oxlive earlier today, you need to catch up. Yeah, man. Salute, man. That was a great live earlier, man. That was a fantastic live. A fantastic live earlier, man. It was amazing. Um, yeah, we had it. We had it. Whoo.
In tonight's Crisis in the Classroom report, a look at how parents' rights to opt their child out of certain lessons in Seattle schools. Parents learned their kids cannot opt out of LGBTQ inclusive curriculum. The Seattle School District says it's simply following state law. Come with Jackie Kent has the story.
I believe that Seattle Public Schools is trying to protect the freedom for all students to learn, and I'm in agreement of that.
Seattle parent Debbie Carlson is supporting a Seattle school policy recently thrust in the spotlight, specifically being unable to opt a child out of LGBTQ inclusive curriculum, from reading books with LGBTQ characters and sharing pronouns to teaching LGBTQ history and using terms like transgender or gender identity.
I want my child to have a well-rounded, pluralistic education.
It was in June that the Supreme Court reviewed a similar policy for a school district in Maryland.
LGBT history. LGBT history is kind of hard because most LGBT people in the past were in the closet. Yes, there was a lot of gay people in the past. Yes. A lot of people were gay. You know, a lot of our heroes were gay. But how do you determine who's gay and who's not? From rumors? Allegations? It's tough, man. But yeah, a lot of our heroes were gay. Were fruit cups, pansies. A lot of our heroes were pansies, man.
The ruling for Mahmoud versus Taylor states that a group of parents could opt their kids out of these lessons for religious reasons.
The Supreme Court addressed whether or not these parents had a First Amendment right to opt their children out of this part of the curriculum.
Shwali Patel is with the National Women's Law Center, which has been outspoken against the summer ruling, claiming it could have devastating impacts in the classroom.
I think it's so important when a school district is incorporating instruction that values and celebrates diversity.
That leaves the question of where the Seattle district draws the line when it comes to parents' rights.
Fuck your diversity, whore, because you don't believe in diversity of thought. You only believe in diversity of fucking skin color, bitch, and sexual orientation. You don't want to be around anyone that doesn't think the same way you do, you fucking whore. Press 1.
Devastating impacts in the classroom.
I think it's so important when a school district is incorporating instruction that values and celebrates diversity.
That leaves the question of where the Seattle district draws the line when it comes to parents' rights for opt-out rules. The Washington State Parental Rights Initiative is a parent's bill of rights, allowing them to review instructional materials, be notified, and opt out of certain activities. And SPS, in an emailed statement, adds that outside of sexual health education, state law does not provide for selective opt-outs from curriculum, and SPS continues to follow that direction. For now, reporting in Seattle, Jackie Kent, KOMO News.
State law lets parents...
Homo news. Homo news.
The majority of Oakland residents are not happy with how their city is functioning. An Oakland Chamber of Commerce survey found 75% say the city is on the wrong track.
Some blame the city charter, which they say is dysfunctional and does not hold Oakland leaders accountable. ABC 7 News Building a Better Bay Area reporter Leanne Melendez here now with a look at the efforts to try to fix things. And this is kind of a recurring theme in the city of Oakland.
Yeah, it is. And when you mention the city charter or reforming it, people run for the hills. They don't want to talk about it, but it's important. Now, here's a question for the people of Oakland. Who runs your city? If you guess the mayor or city council, not so much.
Shout out to James, man. Salute to you, James.
The power to get nearly anything done in Oakland comes from one person, the city administrator. Well, sort of. If you are confused, so were we. That's why we went searching for the answer.
Oakland has problems.
Homelessness, dumping.
Companies leaving the city.
The car break-ins.
The potholes, nothing's getting fixed.
And a budget crisis.
Oakland's city government is dysfunctional, and it's by design.
Wait, what? By design? Who did that?
This is owning a piece of the American dream right here in the city of Oakland, and I'm really proud to be a part of it.
Before taking office, former Oakland Mayor Jerry Brown supported Measure X, which basically took some powers away from the city council and shifted them to the city administrator. Voters passed it in 1998. Through Measure X, the city administrator now had one and only one boss, Jerry Brown. Things got done at City Hall. But today, that has changed, and many people in Oakland have come to realize that this model of government, which is included in the city's charter, is not working to solve the problems in Oakland.
Oakland is less responsive compared to other California cities.
Stephen Falk, a former city administrator himself, is behind the efforts to reform Oakland's charter.
So here's where I interrupt things to give you a quick definition of a charter.
A city's charter is kind of like its constitution, a social contract of sorts that is adopted by the people it governs.
That's you. And Oakland voters are responsible for what's in the charter, 132 pages long. And every time you vote, things get added to the charter just like Measure X did.
So who has the power in Oakland? Let's start with the 8 city council members. Say residents of one neighborhood are fed up with all this illegal dumping. The most obvious thing to do is to contact their city council member.
Except that another amendment passed in 2014 says that council member is not allowed to contact anyone at the Department of Public Works to help solve the problem. That would be called favoritism.
Take council member Noel Gallo, who has a huge illegal dumping problem in his district.
Why don't you go to the head of the Department of Public Works?
I communicate with them on a regular basis, respectfully, but I also have to be very careful that I can't tell you what to do and how to do it, because then I get accused of micromanaging.
The only person who can order the Department of Public Works to address the illegal dumping in Gallo's district is the city administrator. That's if the city administrator considers it a priority. And so the illegal dumping issue may not go away. That's why Council Member Gallo has his own cleaning team comprised of 4 men, picking up what people dump illegally. Council members are allowed to employ up to 7 staff members. So rather than work in the office solving other problems, half of his staff is picking up garbage because the problem is so severe. What about the mayor? Barbara Lee is not allowed to hire or fire any department heads. Only the appointed city administrator can do that. There's only one person Mayor Lee can hire or fire, the police chief. Former Mayor Sheng Tao fired Police Chief Laurent Armstrong in 2023. Oh, and none of the department heads report directly to the mayor. They answer to the city administrator.
Nor does the mayor have veto power.
So let's say the mayor presents her annual budget proposal. Council members can reject it and pass their own budget. And there's nothing the mayor can do to stop them.
In fact, the mayor does not attend city council meetings. That's in the charter. There is no place at the table for the mayor.
In Oakland, the mayor is effectively removed from making public policy, which is unlike almost every other city in California.
The only way for a mayor to move his or her agenda forward is to work with, you guessed it, the city administrator. You may think the city administrator, Justin Johnson, holds the power. But again, he serves at the pleasure of the mayor, who can, at any time, fire him.
There have been 6 city administrators in the last 5 years.
You may be asking, how can anything get done in Oakland when that position has been a revolving door?
Totally dysfunctional.
When Jerry Brown was elected, Robert Bobb was already the city administrator and served for a total of 6 years. He says he worked with everyone, not just Jerry Brown.
It does have to happen in working with, with members of city council and also with the council member staff, as it were.
But that was then. Barbara Lee says it's time to ask voters in Oakland whether or not the charter should be reformed.
We need to have good governance, and oftentimes people don't know in the city who is responsible for what. They don't know what are the details of the charter, and this is going to be specifically around the role of elected officials, financial systems, and also transparency and good government.
Stephen Falk believes that right now, nobody at City Hall really has the power to make effective changes in Oakland.
The great line that we heard during our research from a council member is that in Oakland, the buck stops nowhere.
So, who is going to work on this reform? The mayor has appointed 7 people, experts, who will recommend what changes to the charter are needed. They met for the first time last Friday. Now, the goal is to improve transparency and define the role of elected and appointed officials. The recommendations of that working group are expected.
Wow, that is absolutely insane. I had no idea that democratically run city was in such bad shape. Yikes. That is absolutely frightening. All right, we're going to get into it. We're going to get cracking. Salute to everybody out there, man. Support the channel. Take the $5 challenge. Take the $10 challenge. Take the $20 challenge. Take some kind of challenge. Support the channel. We had a great show this afternoon, man. We're coming back at you live and direct. Another great show tonight. We're going to try to get to a lot of places, man, on the map. We try to cover a lot of things, man. It's a very important weekend, man. If the dim cities turn up this weekend, man, Trump, they're basically giving Trump a mandate. The dim cities got to try to be good this weekend, man. They got to do everything they can to be good, man. Gotta be good little boys this weekend, man. These dim cities, man. We'll see, though. Let's see what kind of start they're getting off to, man. They can't afford another bad weekend, man. Shout out to everybody in attendance, man. Roger W., Romeo, Loud, 127, Sean Dankers, M25, 25. Let's go.
A former leader in Baltimore's 18-year-long community violence intervention program is facing felony charges and awaiting a trial. Spotlight on Maryland's Gary Collins has been following the details and any connections to the city's drug trade.
A former Safe Street site supervisor for the Bel Air Edison location is now awaiting trial in Baltimore City Circuit Court, according to court records obtained by Spotlight on Maryland. David Jason Codwell was charged in February 2025 for possession of a large amount of drugs and hit with a felony drug possession with intent to distribute charge. The statement of charges says the alleged transaction police observed was indicative of a high-level narcotics sale. Charging documents allege that Codwell was right here in the 1800 block of North Broadway wearing a blue jacket and blue sweatpants when he was seen by police exiting his car, walking northbound before getting into another vehicle. Upon emerging from the car, police wrote that Codwell was observed with a large brown paper bag with several vehicles trailing the area to protect the suspected drug transaction. Court records then say that detectives followed Codwell here to the 200 block of West 29th Street, where they blocked in Codwell's vehicle, searched it, and found a kilogram of what they suspected was cocaine. This is not the first time that the former Safe Streets worker has had a run-in with the law. Codwell, previously tasked with keeping the peace on the streets with Safe Streets, was convicted of murder in 2010. Archive court records show that in May of 2010, Codwell was involved with a confrontation with a man he called a rat for cooperating with law enforcement. The man was fatally stabbed and found dead here.
Yo, this is the Safe Street. This is the program, the main program in Baltimore that's supposed to be violence interrupting, meeting with both sides of the beef and mediating beefs and showing up at places and shit and making sure everybody's safe. And these niggas is drug dealing and killing rats. These niggas is killing rats.
That the former Safe Streets worker has had a run-in with the law. Codwell, previously tasked with keeping the peace on the streets with Safe Streets, was convicted of murder in 2010. Archive court records show that in May of 2010, Codwell was involved with a confrontation with a man he called a rat for cooperating with law enforcement. The man was fatally stabbed and found dead here in the 2800 block of Hartford Road. The man was found dead on these doorsteps. On the other side of Clifton Park, next to the murder scene, lies the Bel Air Edison Safe Street site that Codwell would later manage when the FBI raided it in October 2023.
Was the FBI here this morning?
Have a good day.
Codwell's house was also part of the raid, with federal agents saying they recovered narcotics packaging material and a gun magazine with 9 live rounds. He was charged for illegal possession of ammunition by a restricted person, but charges were later dropped because the federal search warrant remained sealed at the time of trial, according to court records. Our team visited the Bel Air Edison Safe Streets location on Thursday to find their curtains closed, with the sign saying the site was open, but to call a number for assistance. We also observed less than a block away, in clear view of the Safe Streets office, a group of men making what appear to be hand-to-hand exchanges with drivers of cars who pulled up and then left. We even observed this man wearing an orange sweatshirt resembling the Safe Streets orange around his neck, making a similar hand-to-hand exchange. It's unclear if these men, including the one sporting orange, is affiliated with Safe Streets. Safe Streets policy is not to discuss his membership. LifeBridge Health, the managing organization behind the Safe Streets Bel Air Edison location, told us that Codwell's current arrest and allegation should have no indication or implication on the good work being done at the Bel Air site and throughout all of the Safe Streets programs. LifeBridge said Codwell is no longer with the program since January of 2024.
Jesus Christ, man. Salute to everyone out there, man. They're going to pick it up a little bit. We're going to pick it up a little bit. Pick up the pace, man. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody out there.
But we begin with breaking news in Jersey City. A man opens fire on police officers and they return fire. Good evening. I'm Lauren Glassberg in for Mike Marza.
And I'm Sade Better-en-Moi. Jersey City police say officers came under fire this afternoon at JFK Boulevard near Clinton Avenue. The shootout ended with the suspect wounded.
Eyewitness News reporter Safan Kim is live at the scene with the breaking details. Safan.
Well, Lauren and Sade, this is a very heavy police response, as you can see, in a fairly busy section of Jersey City. Jersey City OEM and Homeland Security are also on scene. Police have closed off several blocks in every direction, as you can see. And behind me is the intersection where the shooting occurred. If you take a look that way, police have also blocked off several of these side streets and have been going up and down these blocks for several hours now. Unclear what that's about, but this is all causing serious traffic disruptions all around here up and down Communipaw Avenue. Now, we have some video to show you from Newscopter 7 of two firearms here at the scene. It is unclear if these are the suspect's weapons or an officer's firearm, but a lot of evidence right now that investigators are pouring through. Sources say a man opened fire on 4 Jersey City police officers patrolling in 2 separate marked police vehicles. It's unclear at this hour why he fired at police or if police were looking for him. But we're being told the officers did not engage him before he opened fire on them. The armed man struck both of their police vehicles several times while under fire. Officials say a police sergeant exited one of those vehicles and returned fire. It appears that suspect was shot and then rushed to a nearby hospital. His condition at this hour is unknown. The good news is none of the 4 officers were struck. Officials say no innocent bystanders were shot. This all happened around 1:20 this afternoon. The Hudson County Prosecutor's Office is now investigating this police shooting, and we will, of course, bring you updates as we learn more. Reporting live in Jersey City, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Stefan, thank you. You're about to hear from the 18-year-old who says he went from being the victim of a crash to a suspect. Yesterday, we showed you this video exclusively after police arrested him in the hospital. He was hurt in the crash that followed a drive-by shooting on Monday in the Bronx. Well, tonight he is out of the hospital and talking exclusively to Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles. She's live in Allentown with more. Darla?
Sade, on Monday evening, this 18-year-old went to work out with his cousin, dropped his cousin off at home a few blocks from here, and was just driving along the street when out of the blue, he was hit by a Honda Accord that was fleeing police. He says after all of this, he went to the hospital. One of the officers thanked him for getting in the way and blocking her from being in the line of fire. And then later on, he is now being accused of being in possession of a gun just because he got hit by a car full of gunmen.
For me, it feels like a really big accomplishment because it helps me get deeper into my career in plumbing.
This 18-year-old just graduated in May from Bronx Design, completing trade school at the same time.
Great teachers. I loved all of them. They were all amazing. And it's just crazy that I'm going through this right now, which is going to slow down the process of me getting deep into my career.
The process of becoming a plumber slowed down as he fights 3 counts of weapons possession and 1 count of possession of ammunition after he got hit by a car full of gunmen fleeing the scene of a fatal drive-by shooting Monday evening. According to the criminal complaint, on the dashboard of the minivan, police found 1 .45 caliber magazine and 2 live .45 caliber hollow point rounds, and that underneath said vehicle they found 1 .45 caliber semi-automatic pistol. But the family says they believe these weapons must have flown out of the suspect's car.
They obviously seen that the guy was out the window with the gun, and once we got into the car crash, I don't know if they ever decided to get the fingerprints.
This is surveillance video of the 18-year-old dropping off his cousin in his dad's minivan at 7:32 p.m. Monday. There was a drive-by shooting on Allerton Avenue at 7:34 p.m. A few minutes later, a car full of gunmen fleeing police slammed right into the minivan at the intersection of Hone and Arno Avenues. 3 weapons and magazines were thrown onto the street and recovered by police. They're talking about a gun found underneath the car and a magazine found in your car.
Yeah, which I have no clue. I never had a gun. I never used a gun.
Later on that evening, the 18-year-old arrested from his hospital bed at St. Barnabas.
And it's crazy. They trying to put me in that space as a criminal. I've never been a criminal.
Now, as you notice, we are not using the family's name.
Do y'all believe that on Brito, man? You believe this son Brito? Who believes him, man? Do y'all believe him or do you not believe him, man? Think he lying? Shout out to Caleb West, man. He says, why doesn't Trump just go full dictator and take out crime like the El Salvador president? He's old and only has 1 term left. Well, we have a constitution, okay? We have a constitution. And he's he treads on the edge of the Constitution as much as possible. We have a Constitution, man. He can't just do that. He can't go full dictator. But he does as much as he can. Yeah, but you gotta be careful what you ask for. Like, cause what if a Democrat gets in office and they go dictator? And they gonna force us to wear dresses and shit. They might force us to wear dresses. You know what I'm saying? They force men to wear dresses once a week or some shit like that to prove that we not like homophobic or some shit. So you gotta be careful, man. Our system is good. It stood the test of time for centuries. I think Trump can get this done. I think the way he's getting it done is with leadership. He's leading. He's leading, and by his leadership, people are falling in line. But yeah, I don't think that he should go full um full dictatorship. He should just do the most he can. I saw this earlier. I watched this fucking thing in Baltimore earlier. I was watching this.
And as McKinsey mentioned, despite leaders touting safety in Baltimore, 3 of the last months of
Okay. Here we go. We'll go here. We'll go here, man. We'll go here with it.
In the meantime, squeegees have returned to a busy Baltimore intersection, and one driver says they have brought back a popular scam. In social media posts that has now gone viral, Shanae Platter explains how she lost $900 in just seconds. Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor joins us live to share her story tonight. Rebecca.
And Mary, we're here at that intersection now where a police officer was stationed for the better half of the afternoon, but now he's gone. And take a look. There are 2 groups of squeegee kids back weaving in and out of cars, trying to, wash windshields for cash. Not only is it illegal for them to be here at all, we know that panhandling in the street, it is illegal. But this Baltimore mother, she says that she tried to help them, and instead her act of kindness cost her $900.
Posted at the corner of MLK and Washington Boulevard, a police officer watching closely as a group of young men armed with squeegees cross the street.
Yo, these motherfuckers are bums. Let me tell you, man, listen, I don't want to hear it. These motherfuckers are bums. They're out here scamming people. All they need is one good lick a day or one good lick a week. And that could, like, that $900 lick, these motherfuckers out here washing windows. Able-bodied black teenagers washing windows like it's fucking Brazil or some shit. That lets you know right there that it's a scam. That lets you know right there that it's a scam. Because these niggas wouldn't be doing something like this if there wasn't no money in it. A bunch of able-bodied black teens washing windows on people's cars between lights. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. The only thing that explains this is that those little fuckers get they get something financially beneficial from this. Yeah, get to extort. All you gotta do is find one person to give you their phone and tell you to type in how much you want from the Cash App, or it doesn't. It is. I don't believe that these little niggas is that poor that in 2025 they do this. This is something that you might have done in the 80s. It's 2025. Come on.
A once common sight, now mostly faded from the city's major intersections. This time, they keep walking. But last week,
I had to come on here and share this story. It has been troubling me since it happened on Sunday.
Shanae Plater's taking to TikTok in a post that's now received over 10,000 likes, saying she learned the hard way why the city cleared them from the streets.
And I thought that, okay, well, maybe they're back, but I haven't heard the stories about the scam. I haven't. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
After allowing one of them to clean her windshield, she wanted to thank him, but didn't have cash. That's when Plater says he suggested sending funds through the mobile payment service Cash App.
And he was like, I can put my number in. And unfortunately, I gave him my phone. When I put my PIN in, it said, you have sent $900. And I said, you said $900? Why did you do that? And he said, you did that. You did that.
Fearing for the safety of her young children in the back seat, she didn't chase after him. Instead, she called 911. But by the time officers arrived,
and it was like he literally disappeared into thin air.
Along with her money.
Yesterday, I got a message from Cash App. They can't prove it was a scam. I have 4 children. I work every day. I'm in college. I'm in grad school. I have to pay out of pocket to go to school. I can recover. I will, but it hurts.
BPD confirming they're investigating the incident, but so far, no arrests have been made. In the meantime, Plater says she doesn't want sympathy, just for others to avoid making the same mistake.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else. If I can prevent this from happening, I don't mind sharing my story.
Will you stop again for squeegee workers in the future?
Not anytime soon. I can't. I just can't. I can't risk my life. I can't risk my family's life. It's just not worth it.
Now you can see we're back out at that intersection. There is a police officer who has pulled up. He pulled up on the other side of the street and he appeared to say something to one of the squeegee kids. That group of kids on the other side of the intersection, they have walked off, although they are still lingering around here. Now, again, this cop is sitting at this stoplight. I'm sure he sees the other group of squeegee kids. We're not sure if he is planning on saying anything to them or not, but it appears that they are still in traffic doing what they were doing before he arrived. This certainly was a crime that we have reported on in the past when squeegee kids were more prevalent in this city. But so far this year, BPD says that they have only recorded one other money transfer scam involving squeegee kids. We will keep an eye on this intersection and have an update for you at 5 on whether or not they stay here or not. Reporting live in Pigtown, Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
Yeah, man.
Tonight, we have breaking news as we come on the air. Millions in the East are on alert for severe weather. A line of storms targeting major cities, Philadelphia, New York City, up into New England, damaging wind gusts, heavy downpours, and lightning expected.
Man. Poor lady, man. I know she's like, these could be my sons. Let me break them off a little something, man. They black out. They out here doing the right thing. The white man system got it the way they got to do squeegee. It's all the white man's fault. Let me help them out with a little couple dollars. Jeez.
We speak now. Tonight marks the last Friday in President Trump's federal takeover of the D.C. Police Department.
This is too low, man. Jesus Christ. That's too low. Let me drop the link early, man. See if anybody wants to come up here, man. Let me drop the link, man. Salute to everybody out there, man, in YouTube landia, man. We're trying to get 10 people to share this on social media. Hit the like button, man. Smash it. Try to see what's going on. What's going on in I didn't even know the Squeegee Boys was still a thing, man. I thought they gave them little dudes jobs or something. But then I got to think, yeah, like it's Baltimore. They could have just the money for the jobs they were supposed to give them could have just disappeared. Um,
We speak now. Tonight marks the last Friday in.
Now at 5:30, a city on guard.
As the president threatens to send the National Guard into Chicago and step up immigration enforcement in the city, residents in the Austin neighborhood have mixed feelings about the potential solutions to the neighborhood's persistent problems. WGN's Mike Lowe reports.
On Chicago's west side, in the Austin neighborhood,
Go Bears. Yep.
Carlton Abbott and his neighbor Carlos.
I'm a Bears fan, win, lose, but I hope they be better than they was last season.
Are both retired and awaiting the start of the NFL season.
That's what made me put my Bears shirt on today, too.
After weeks of speculation, they're also awaiting specifics from the President of the United States about exactly what the National Guard and federal immigration officials would do if they were to be deployed to Chicago.
These things should be told to us by the president what they're going to do, not that they're just coming.
The president?
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in.
Has threatened to send the National Guard to Chicago over the objections of Governor J.B. Pritzker.
We'd love to have more ATF agents help us take guns off the streets. We'd love to have more FBI agents to help us to track down perpetrators of crime. But we don't welcome troops to the city of Chicago.
City data shows homicides in Chicago are down more than 30% this year compared to 2024, and shootings have dropped almost 40%. But in Austin so far this year, there have been 37 homicides, making it the city's most violent neighborhood by far.
All of a sudden, I hear gunshots.
It's like 100-round clips they letting off. Chicago does need some help. It's too many people are dying unnecessarily.
All these shootings, 49 shootings, 10 killings every week, weekend in, weekend out, every day.
Carlos, a 69-year-old retired construction worker, is no fan of President Trump.
Pardon my language, but the president is an oh. He's nuts. He's crazy. He thinks he's God. He's a dictator. He wants to rule everything. This don't stink.
But he agrees with the president on one point, that the National Guard could help quell crime.
As long as they come in and just do what they got to do, just patrol, don't have all these guns and all this stuff and get people all mad and riled up because they got guns and stuff like that. As long as they do that, I'm for it.
Austin is the home of Mayor Brandon Johnson.
These are my neighbors. These are my neighbors. You know, I wake up on the west side of Chicago.
The neighborhood is roughly 70% black.
Let's go Cubbies. They're going to make it to playoff.
And 20% Hispanic. At Davis Park on Division Street, Ide Flores is playing
Yes, doing monkey bars.
with her 8-year-old daughter, Samantha.
I just like to play at the park.
Flores says she understands the need to address violent crime, but isn't sure about using the National Guard.
I'm 50-50, you can say.
Born in Chicago to Mexican parents, she's more concerned about the threat of federal agents conducting aggressive immigration enforcement.
Fear and anxiety, yes. Anything can happen, you know, like right now, they can go to schools, even go for kids. That's my fear too as well.
Can you tell me what you think about ICE?
I don't want to get kidnapped.
55-year-old Lashana Davis is walking to work in what she calls a quiet corner of Austin. She's a home health care worker and says she'd support an increase in police patrols, but not a military presence in her neighborhood.
I don't think that we need National Guards here. What I think that we should get the police to do more. And then if they do more, I think that the crime will go down.
In Austin, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
Unbelievable, man. Just call it Trump, man. Get it. These people are just insane, man.
New video shows a frightening scene on Michigan Avenue in broad daylight as people were leaving work.
A robbery crew using axes to smash their windows at the Rolex store and steal watches.
Our Marissa Sulik just spoke with the alderman in the area and has some new developments to share. Marissa?
Joe and Eric, as you can see behind me, the windows are all boarded up here at the Rolex store after what took place. This happened around 2:30 this afternoon as people were walking by, some capturing this all on their phones. Robbers seen using axes to smash through the side window and display case on East Huron. They then reach in and grab a couple watches before they run off. Some watches seen left dangling from the window.
I don't think Rolex thought could be broken. They found out the hard way. If you've got enough leverage on a hatchet, you could break through.
Alderman Brian Hopkins says he does not recall a smash and grab like this in the middle of the afternoon when the streets are filled with tourists and shoppers. Chicago police say 4 men in masks broke the glass.
This was a successful robbery. They have recounted. They are missing watches. This was successful.
The robbers fled in a red Nissan Murano and sent police on a chase down the Dan Ryan. They then crashed the SUV into a parked car near 69th and Peoria in the Englewood neighborhood. Police scanner traffic says the men were seen throwing items out the windows, presumably watches.
Honestly, it's sad.
Lamont Evans is with the Restorative Project, a group that responds to violence in the community. We talked to him about how this happened as President Trump is threatening to bring the National Guard to Chicago.
If we bring more resources to the community, more jobs, more federal funding, then maybe we wouldn't have to deal with the backlash of things like that.
We were able to arrest these 6 offenders. I'm not sure what the National Guard could have done.
Tonight, police were seen collecting evidence outside the Rolex store as they continued their investigation. People walking by in shock by the debris and scene left behind. In the end, Chicago police say 6 men were arrested. Chicago police say there were no injuries reported. Alderman Hopkins says that 9 watches were recovered from that scene in Englewood, but the Rolex store is doing their own inventory check to see if more watches might be out there. Alderman Hopkins also says that Chicago police used one of their new helicopters to track that car down during the chase. We're live in the Gold Coast. Marissa Sulik, CBS News.
Yo, Jesus Christ, man. Unbelievable.
Now to a CBS News Chicago investigation. 2 women randomly attacked, violently punched while just walking in Lincoln Park and the Loop.
Accusing the same man of attacking them and other women as well. CBS News Chicago investigator Dave Savini has been digging into his history, and he joins us now.
Joe and Erica, I spoke to 2 women today about the long record of their accused attacker, how we found for the last decade he repeatedly got arrested, prosecuted, had short or reduced sentences, and cases dropped. A revolving door that enabled him to be free to attack over and over again.
You'll never forget that guy's face.
No. His eyes, his face, they're seared into my memory.
Ann Kearse says she identified this man, William Livingston, to police.
That's not a human being, man. Yo, that's not a human being. That's not a human being, yo.
He looked like the Olmec heads.
Yo. What is that, yo? Yo, man. He got dipped in ugly juice, man. That dude that's one.
Right. That there's a missing link, boy.
Jesus. Right, man. He got beat with an ugly stick.
That's why he going around beating all these glider queens. He mad at the world for how ugly he is.
Yeah, I would be too, man. I would be too. I ain't gonna lie. If I look like that, I would be mad as shit too. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be mad. He got right to be upset. He struck out in the looks department, man. God damn, that's one ugly Negro, man. Jesus Christ, man. Whew.
Yo,
in a
the
lineup after
the crazy part. This might be the one. Let's see. Oh, look what she says, and then think about everything you're saying, and think about what she's about to say.
Ann Kearse says she identified this man, William Livingston, to police in a lineup after she was attacked in June in her Lincoln Park neighborhood along this stretch of Clark Street while she walked to a dental appointment.
He stood about this far from me and punched me and then kept walking north up the street.
Kearse says she suffered a neck injury and concussion.
It really hurt. I remember sitting in the emergency room and just like crying because it hurt so bad. And I was still so scared.
Yeah.
Hold on, let her keep talking. It's gonna be crazy.
You see a white woman like this, right? Saying this, right? A white woman says this, and it doesn't, like, her words don't move nothing. Her words ain't no more valuable than any, like, you know how, like, people try to say, well, if a white woman say the police gonna come out of parachutes, police gonna drop out the sky in parachutes. If a white woman say a black person attack,
Right.
remember
They're
they
gonna
used
throw
to
you into
come
jail.
yeah, they like, yeah, the sirens just gonna, like, police gonna come out of manholes if a white woman say she got attacked by a black dude. No, wrong.
Yeah. Well, I
We've
mean, look what happened to
dispelled
Emmett.
that. We've dispelled that so many times, man. We've dispelled that myth so many times. There's nothing
Yeah.
extra that the police do when a white woman gets attacked versus anybody, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It was,
nothing.
it was actually quite easy to prove, considering how often they're victimized by the brothers.
Yeah. It's like her word has no. I feel sorry for the white woman because I'm sure a lot of woke and liberal white women subscribe to that nigga shit. Like, white woman got
Yeah.
special treatment from the police. I'm sure they, they go to, a lot of white liberal women go to bed at night, probably thinking that, and then they get this rude inner, like, when it's something like this happens, they
Yeah.
get a rude awakening.
Wait, so hold up. Are you telling me that you think this glitter queen is not liberal anymore? She's definitely still liberal.
No, I'm saying, what I'm saying is that she probably would think like she's got special privileges because liberals, they the main ones that talk about white privilege.
Right.
So she probably thinks she has white privilege,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
this rebukes that.
Yeah. She got the privilege to get her ass knocked out. Yo, Reese in the bank.
I didn't bring him up.
I don't know. He's saying in the bank.
I thought I brought you up. You up, Reese?
Oh, he probably not talking then.
Oh yeah, he up.
I ain't see myself. I ain't know.
Oh yeah. Salute to S Freak, man. S Freak is in the
Salute.
building.
Yo, they just picked this dude out of a lineup, she said.
She said she did. She picked him out.
He been doing this shit. This dude is like, we did a story about him the other day. He punched this white lady so hard, man. The way she described that shit, he punched her hard. Like,
right.
He socked the shit out of her, man.
Right.
And she was fucked up off of that. And this dude turned out to be like a serial, like, white woman puncher.
Wow.
Everyone has their thing, I suppose.
He kind of looked like a mix between like Young Buck and like fucking David Ortiz or some shit. Like he looked like he like a motherfucking, like, he a weird looking motherfucker.
How does that song go? I know you're gonna let me shine and get mine.
Yeah, he looked like
I
Young
know you're gonna
Buck.
let me in with this 9.
I got a question, yo. You think when his lawyer went to the local jail to find 5 people that looked just like him to be in that lineup, think he had any problems?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, man. You got to go to Africa, the pygmy village, and find some motherfuckers.
That
look like
lineup
him.
probably lasted like 5 seconds. As soon as she
Yeah.
walked in, she probably shook like, "Oh my God, that's him."
Yo, the thing is, that guy Queen says that she can't forget his face.
Yeah, you entitled. You entitled though to have a lineup of people that look like you. That's part of your right as a. But like, yo, this is an exception, man. We have an exception with this one. We can't find nobody look like this nigga, man. Sorry.
They might have to bring in some people.
Yeah, sorry, bro. We go, Africa, man. Just go to Africa, man.
This
Go
lineup
to
gonna be in
Philly.
8 days. We got to go to Congo and come back.
Exactly. Exactly. You gotta go straight to the Congo. You can't go to a city. You gotta go to a village in the Congo.
Yo, I'm downtown today coming home from work, and they got like a whole square mile of Philly taped off, man. Somebody shot a chick down there.
Damn.
And they
Did
had
she
a
make
huge
it?
drug bust in Philly today, too.
Oh,
Huge.
yeah, we gonna get to Philly next.
Did she make it, or what happened to her?
Nah, she out of here.
Was it a glider queen?
I don't know. The cops were telling me. I couldn't get near it. I had to drive I had to ride my bike an extra mile to get home.
Damn. That damn woman. How dare she die and make you have to
Catching strays.
Yeah, man.
Well done.
Yeah, man. That's fucked up for that lady, man. She could have died later on after you got home, man.
Man, it's Friday. I got 5 days of work in my body. That shit, I feel that shit. Trying to get to the crib.
Was attacked in June in her Lincoln Park neighborhood along this stretch of Clark Street while she walked to a dental appointment.
He stood about this far from me and punched me and then kept walking north up the street.
Kerr says she suffered a neck injury and concussion.
It really hurt. I remember sitting in the emergency room and just like crying because it hurt so bad. And I was still so scared.
She hoped to hear from Chicago police about an arrest, but months went by. And then last week, she saw her accused attacker's face again, all over the news for another attack.
I saw his picture on the TV.
Uh-oh.
And I had been fine, and then I just started crying because it was really unexpected.
You ugly as shit. Yeah, just say it. You start crying because you're ugly.
And I had been fine, and then I just started crying because it was really unexpected to see him on the TV.
In the last year alone, she is the fourth person to accuse Livingston of a physical attack. He was arrested 3 other times for striking 2 women and a 15-year-old girl. Random attacks for simply trying to walk down the street from River North to here in the Loop. The police reports we uncovered about those arrests show Livingston is accused of whipping a random woman. Then just days later,
whipping.
With what?
Probably his
Belt,
belt.
probably. Yeah. He got his belt, unless he walking around with a bullwhip. Hey, listen, I wouldn't put nothing past that nigga, man.
Nah, he probably did it with his belt. Yeah. Which is crazy in and of itself that their brother got a belt on.
That's true.
Belt.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was whipped cream. And
think about this dude, right? Just think about it. This dude pulls. I mean, these are all happening in broad daylight.
Right.
He's like literally like out on like parole for beating up women and shit, and he pulls out his belt. And he probably grab her by her arm and shit, and just be. I can just see her like just whipping her. I can see her like trying to weave and get away and shit, and just pow, pow. And I can see onlookers like white men walking by, just putting their head down, like ain't none of my business. Shit, hell yeah, white man ain't gonna help her. Hey, if a white man in one of these democratically run cities see a nigga look like that whipping a white woman, who in here think he gonna intervene? I want to know the chat, man. Who thinks that the white man will intervene in that?
What you just described was a child being beaten. I think when this nigga whips somebody, it's like more like a slave thing going on where they're curled up like an armadillo on the ground and he's beating down on them.
I want to say that there would be glider men that will intervene, but not many.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm not
I don't
getting
think
about.
so. What do you think, new guy? Let's hear the white guys. What do y'all think?
What do you think?
I really don't know. I do know for sure that okay, when like one son is in an altercation with a white person, and then a random ass black person will just intervene immediately. I
Oh
know
yeah.
it wouldn't be like that for sure if there were to be a white guy to intervene.
Well, what would you do, new guy?
I don't know, man. It's just like it's too bad there's not like a dot on each white woman's head, so I know if they're like a mud shark or not. Because like
Right, liberal or not?
yeah, if I see a white woman, here's the calculus. Like if there's a white woman walking down the street and she's got a dot on her head, and the dot, represents the fact that she's married with 10 white children, then I think I have an obligation at that point. But if she's just some fucking mud shark, then let her get killed. Who cares?
Wait, so hold up. So you're saying that if she had she was a pure glider queen, right?
Yeah.
You're saying that you would intervene?
Yes, if she was a glider queen with a racial glider interest that is on the same side as me, basically. That's
So what do you think that looks like, right? You're intervening. She's a pure white glider queen, right? You're going in. What does that look like?
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Probably you would just try to rear naked choke him as quick as possible if you're not armed.
You know this songbird and this picture, he would kill you, right? Like not
yeah,
I
probably.
Mean,
no, I know.
I'm not saying that he would defeat you, but I'm saying that if he could, he would kill you.
He would. Oh, absolutely. Of course he would. Yeah, of course he would. I don't know. It's like jacked up, right?
Sunwords would pull over in their car if they drive by and see you in a scuffle with a random sunword would just pull over, just beat the crap out of you.
and jump.
Maybe some girls, they're like 15 in a store.
Yeah, not a random one. It would be like a group of them. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let me ask this. Let me ask Freak. What would you do if you just saw this son man with a belt? Like I'm talking about, he got the white woman, he got by her collar, and he just tapping her. Like I'm talking about, laying into her with a belt. What would you do?
Craig.
I mean, hold on, Wicked. This guy never shuts up.
Craig.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know, if she was calling for help, guy, I probably usually I carry OC spray with me, law enforcement grade, so I would just probably spray the guy.
Oh my God. Can I educate them?
Go ahead.
Okay. So this is what you need to know, and it's this simple, cut and dry. If you see a black person attacking a white person, no matter what feelings come into your body and how strong they are, fight them off and get the stiff neck like the white people do in Jersey and act like nothing's happening and go on with your fucking day. Period.
That's what S-Freak would
your
do.
Family.
We all know that's what you would do, S-Freak. Don't lie.
Hold on.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say about me, Wicked?
What do you mean? What am I trying to say? It's pretty clear, right?
That I wouldn't intervene.
That you will get the stiff neck and get to stepping.
So I like what you said about the spray. I'm a spray fanatic, man.
Yeah.
I'm definitely an advocate of that spray, and I think that spray, even this son man, even though he looked like he might be resistant to that shit, but if you spray him enough, man, I think that this son man would definitely, be walking in traffic, probably get hit by a car or something.
I mean, if I had my gun with me, I'd probably push him off and then pull it out and say, "Hey, back off," but
that might work.
But I really don't carry as much as I should.
But
even though I live in Philly.
You don't care if the woman you're not, because what's his face? New guy was like, it's all these caveats and You don't care. You see a white woman getting beat with a belt by a son man, screaming bloody murder. You jumping into action, right?
I mean, maybe, that depends on what I had on me and all that other stuff. I mean, like he said, it depends on if, it depends on if it's a liberal glider woman or something like that, or there's no way but
you know why she getting her ass whooped?
Yeah, I regret bringing that shit up. Okay, let me refine my answer. The only reason why I would be hesitant is not because I have any moral qualm with hurting blacks or some people. It would just be like the aftermath, like the glider system coming down on me.
I would say that too.
Like, fuck some people. Like, if I feel I have to defend myself or others from them, I'll do it with deadly force if necessary. But it's like what comes after that is the true deterrent.
I don't think anyone thought different though, no guy. Like no one got the impression that you don't want to hurt some people.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like, it's not nothing like innate in you that's like just like, yo, a woman getting beat with a belt is like, yo, I gotta step in. It's, maybe or maybe not. You could walk past it, right? You could theoretically. There's a chance you could walk past it and just go about your day.
I mean, if you're white, I feel you just have an obligation, no matter what. To be honest, because it is a racial game. Like, there's no such thing as a white person. There's white people, and there's no such thing as a black person. There's black people. Like, we are groups. So
let me show you this.
I mean, I got to agree with New Guy over here. Like, they stick up for their own. We should start doing the same. And when Stun starts seeing that, like, we stick up for our own, they might think twice. But
let me
people
just tell
don't.
you this. I think a lot of Sun men seeing this guy whoop a white girl would jump in. I think a lot of Sun men would jump in. You'd be surprised. A lot of Sun men would be, hey man, cuz, what the fuck is you doing? Cuz? Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he like a vagabond. You know what I'm saying? Like I think a lot of Sun men would jump in and help the white woman.
They might jump him.
Yeah, like because they'd be like, man, you wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do think so. But look at this. This is a handicapped guy. This is in Europe. So this handicapped guy, he's gonna get a migrant's gonna attack him, and just watch.
Yo, are you serious? Damn.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? That's why I asked that, because I saw this video earlier. You know what I mean? And people, those white people. These white people just they look like they got the montage. They got the montage. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Support the channel, man. Take the $5, the $10, the $20 challenge, man. This is an important conversation, man, because I mean the tide is turning in the country, but it seems to, still not be turning as fast as a lot of people think, man. Look at this shit.
Speaking of gliders intervening, right? There was an incident here the other day where a glider intervened. Guess what they charged him with?
What?
Murder.
Oh yeah.
You should know what, dude. My girl was kind of throwing it in my face. Remember the one little boy in the train station where he died? Yeah, he ended up having brain damage. Remember that?
No, I didn't hear that one.
Well, me and you talked about it, but we didn't know who the offender was, right? Well,
Right.
my girl threw it in my face. The offender was a glider, right?
Oh, wow.
So I saw the story. I looked into what happened, and the glider intervened. The umbrito. It seems like the umbrito pickpocketed somebody, and the glider chased him down. And unfortunately for the glider, for some reason, he thought it was a good idea to shove the umbrito who was holding the kid. The kid died.
Oh wow.
Damn.
He shoved him down the stairs, and the kid died. And
Oh, that was that story. Yeah.
Remember I told you I thought it was. It sounded like it was a sunman.
Yeah,
So my
sound
girl,
like Sunman.
I told my girl the same thing, and she was kind of like throwing it in my face, like it wasn't a brother. You see, you're wrong about the brothers. I'm like, oh, okay. But then I saw it was a glider, and then again I looked into what happened, and it's not like the glider was an aggressor. The glider was, I guess, trying to do the right thing, right? But again, you can't shove. I mean, can you shove a dude with holding a kid down the stairs? It's kind of stupid, isn't it? A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like these white people right here, though. They they look like they have lost their souls. Where's because it's like, how do you not help a handicapped man being thrown out of his wheelchair? How do you not just go over there and tell the migrant, like, hey man, chill out, hey, take it easy or something like that?
New guys in the bank.
Or scream at him or something. God damn.
Yeah, like they literally new guy's up. I brought him up. Yeah, you up, but new guy you muted though. It's like, yeah, it's just this is the white race right now.
Yeah.
And it's just sad.
Yeah.
Well, they have kind of what we have in America, but on steroids, because their fucking government will like arrest the indigenous population over there for tweets, and they're like arresting little girls and shit. So it's like a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like this guy in the bottom left, his face just like says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, he looks like he's seen a ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, man bun guy, I could see, man bun guy, you knew he wasn't gonna do shit. But and this guy, little Asian guy, he ain't gonna do shit. But this, yeah,
all of them, they all look the same to me, too.
Yeah, none of people won't do shit.
They all look the same.
It's just, you just watch a guy get curb stomped. He look down. He like, shit. Sucks to be you, buddy. Look at this one. This is an old man. This is how bad Europe is.
Oh, shaky boy. Fuck the bro. Cuba nu. Hey. Even activeren, nee. Oei, joh. What the? Do you want? Oh, yo! Ciao, even farten.
Yo, y'all got it bad over there, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand how white people can watch this.
I saw that video earlier. It's just
like I understand not every white person is fucking like a cop and is just gonna jump right in and save the day. I get that, right? But I don't understand how a white person can watch this and not become a white nationalist, because that would solve all the issues. It's just so
because you know
simple.
what they're gonna say, new guy. They're gonna be like, "Oh, not all black people are like that." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that,
man.
but it's like
enough of them are though. Like, there's
how
enough
many videos do you have to see? How much does your demographic have to fall in order for you to be like, okay, it's just like we have no choice at this point?
Because at some point you're basically saying, like, think about it, right? When you were young and you would like go to like a party, like say you go to this mall, right? And every time you go to this mall, you meet you go to the mall, you meet a bunch of chicks, but you at least screw one of the chicks, right? So you went to the mall like 3 times, and every time you go there, you meet a chick and she's easy, right? Now you haven't fucked every single girl in that mall. But you'll tell your friends, man, the bitches are at such and such mall, easy as hell. Let's go to such and such mall because the chicks over there are easy. Like, you don't have to. Every fucking girl in the fucking mall doesn't have to give you head for you to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing you saying about how like every black person, like so
That's
you're
not what I
basically saying
think.
but I'm saying that idea that talking
That's
point.
a common argument that they
Every
make. Like,
single black person has to assault a white person in front of you for you to have to.
but this is my rebuttal to that. I'm like, but you know how like whenever I bring up the white on black, the black on white crime thing, they always say, well, what about that? I'm like, you guys say we can't generalize you, but you're generalizing us because of what 1% of all gliders did back then. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. But gliders,
you
I
just throw
think
right
you're
back
thinking
at them.
about it too much. I think you're thinking about it too much. You shouldn't think about what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
Like When you see a video like this of a senior, of a woman, think about the 3 videos I've shown you. A woman, a handicapped guy, and a senior.
Senior, I already saw that one earlier today.
These are all like the most vulnerable. And you know what I'm saying? And these women are taking pleasure in this. You know what I'm saying? They're having fun. You know what I'm saying? This is like a game.
Do you know that if you were in front of me and Ak right now, we might have taken some type of offense to that and literally assaulted you?
You gotta take offense to everything and look for any excuse to fucking assault
We love
people. So
you
yeah.
and we would have assaulted you. You don't understand black people.
Reese, I live in Philly and I've been around them for like my whole life. I get it.
If you lived in Philly, oh come on, man.
I do.
There's a racial divide in Philly. They're borders. There are no white people from Girard Avenue to the Cheltenham Mall.
Oh, come on, you're fucking. There are a couple there, yeah.
I wonder why.
Girard Avenue's getting gentrified. It's been gentrified for a couple years now.
Gentrification, yeah, pre-gentrification though. Yeah, like historically. Yeah, like it was like that in DC. There were no white people except for Capitol Hill east of the 16th Street. It was only Capitol Hill because that's where the Capitol is. But yeah, it was no white. You never saw a white person over there.
I'm not even kidding you. The way Philly is, white people live right around the edge of it.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. Like this, when what do they say? A society is only as strong as how they treat their handicapped, their women, and their elderly. Isn't that a saying?
They're more vulnerable, yeah.
Right. So, but white people are only as strong as the defense. Like, if you won't defend, even though you're not the ones, the white people are not the ones doing this to the elderly and the defenseless and the women and stuff like that. The fact that the men are not doing anything about this is just as bad. You're complicit with these men. Like these men that are laughing and kicking this man and stuff. You're complicit with them. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Shit is sad, man.
I mean, like,
bad.
but I just gotta say, like, this, not to cut you off, Ak, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
I've made this point before, and Fisherman made the same comment you did. You're doing this neurotic shit that gliders always do, but like, it was a good point. We don't the Sun Man so much as we have to fear the state. The state at this point in time only exists to protect the Sun Man. Press 1.
In the desert,
seriously.
in the desert demon.
And the Umbritos.
Yeah.
It's starting to flip.
Yeah.
You think so, Reese?
Yeah, it's gonna flip.
What you mean in Europe or here? Because it's flipping here, but yeah, here it's flipping. You can see it. You can see it with your own eyes, man. I mean, white people are getting cold. Yeah.
What ways do you think it's flipping?
Hold on, you don't see it like you said. The national, like, listen, don't think for a second that tough on crime doesn't mean tough on black people. Don't you dare for 1 second think that that's not what it is. Like, black people even said it. Like, as soon as they start talking about it, we started talking, oh, they're attacking us. They coming after us. Like, everyone knows that tough on crime means tough on niggas. Everyone knows that. Whether you want to admit it, whether you want to explain it away, whether you want to say, well, no, actually, I don't. It means that. And so they're being tough on crime. Just like the same way tough on immigration means tough on burritos. It's like, let's stop playing games.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Yeah, so if America's being tough on crime, they know who's committing the crime. Everyone knows who's committing the lion's share of the crime. So yeah, it's flipping.
It is flipping though too, but you still see like the average glider. They're not. I don't know. They're not willing to stand up.
There's some liberal, those 8 liberals that be protesting in DC. It's like 8 of them.
Well, I mean, look at those videos. So like the average glider man, like you said, won't get involved. So until that happens, then we'll know it's really
But they're
flipped. But
using the other they use their vote. You got to understand, Donald Trump won the election. Like, think about that. Like, there's a lot of white people that voted for him that don't go around wearing MAGA hats. It's a lot of white people that voted for him that don't go around, telling you how great he is. There's a lot of
yeah,
white
the
people that
silent,
voted for him.
yeah.
Yeah, the silent majority. Yeah, because so it's like, yeah. So trust me, man. People are. It's turning, and he's delivering too. That's the thing about him. Like, he's delivering. I know we want more deportations, and Nick Fuentes was talking about that. I talked about that. We want more deportation. Sorry, Wiki. We
No,
want more deportation.
but you see a lot of gliders protesting that and the crime shit.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of gliders. Those people, you gotta understand. Those people that are doing that, those a lot of those are people are paid, and a lot of those people are boomers that don't have jobs. They have fixed incomes, and you don't see. It's not like these protests are like big, violent, and what I'm saying, they're doing anything.
They're
The black,
performative at this
yeah,
point.
exactly, and the black people, and the black people are are cool with it. The black people are turning the other cheek. Black people are basically like, look, like, remember what they said, Emmett Till? Those white dudes came to the door and they was like, "Where the boy at?" And his uncle handed him over. That's basically what Black Americans do. We handing over Emmett Till to the white dudes that came to the door. We like, go ahead and get him. You can have him.
So are you saying that some people are supporting this crime
Oh yes,
initiative?
without a doubt. Without a doubt. Niggas is tired, yo. You gotta understand. Niggas being a black person living in Blackistan is like
Rough.
if you could have a way out, no one ever offered an option. You got to remember, never has anyone offered a way out. Okay, so everybody with Stockholm syndrome, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all black people all have Stockholm syndrome, and we all desensitized. But no one ever came and said, "Hey, man, you want us to handle this?" It was always, you want us to give the thugs money? You want us to give the thugs goodies? You want us to pay the thugs? You want us to talk to the thugs? You want us to do this to the thugs? You want us to, get a program? You want us to give the thugs jobs? You want us to, what I'm saying? No one ever said, "Hey, you want us to grab these niggas up and left them in the cage?" Like, no one ever said that. This is the first time black people ever presented with that option. You know? So we're like, oh, wow. Okay, I'll try that.
Over the news for another attack.
I saw his picture on the TV. And I had been fine, and then I just started crying because it was really unexpected to see him on the TV.
In the last year alone, she is the fourth person to accuse Livingston of a physical attack. He was arrested 3 other times for striking 2 women and a 15-year-old girl. Random attacks for simply trying to walk down the street from River North to here in the Loop. The police reports we uncovered about those arrests show Livingston is accused of whipping a random woman, then just days later, injuring the teen by elbowing her in the face. The CBS News Chicago investigators found the 32-year-old has been arrested 20 times dating back to 2012.
He broke my face. He hit me with so much force.
Kathleen Miles is his latest victim. Livingston is charged in her case. He's accused of blindsiding her last month, knocking her out cold.
I was on my way to the train station.
And came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I have a break. It's just above where my jaw sets in.
We told her about Ann Kearse's attack and how she identified the same man 2 months earlier.
He has not been charged in her case, even though she picked him out of a lineup. And it was before you.
That is appalling to me.
Both women now share the same concerning questions.
Why isn't the system keeping this guy off the streets? Why do I have to be in this neighborhood and be afraid?
It makes me wonder that because there's no consequence for any of this type of behavior, that now it is getting bigger and worse.
In 2022, Livingston was given his longest sentence, 5 years in prison, but court records show he served less than 2 years. Chicago police say Ann Kurtz's case remains an open investigation. The Cook County State's Attorney's Office said they couldn't comment on specifics of prior incidents, and Kathleen Miles' case goes to court.
Look at this black woman. Could you imagine being a white news anchor woman on the set? If it was a white guy going around beating the shit out of black women, whipping them with belts and shit, and only getting like slaps on the wrist from the criminal justice system, that white woman would have to literally like start cutting herself and some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? She had to draw
Pull her
blood,
down.
like, she had to pull her hair out or some shit. His sister she just sitting there like, oh well, like
I mean, it's so common act that it's not really a big deal. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a huge deal.
But let me
It's
ask you this,
unacceptable.
guys, right now. How many of those glider queens that he hit do you think are liberal? All of
All
them?
of them.
It's
Yeah,
Chicago.
every last one of them.
It's
But look at what they're saying. Like, there needs to be more consequences. Even they're low key admitting it that our policies don't work.
But you know what? I noticed that, but I think it seems to me to be a lack of self-awareness, because she would still vote for policies and people that caused this. She would.
Plus, what else is she supposed to say? I mean, a fucking ape just smoked her. What else do you expect her to say? Oh, wow, the system is failing us. Oh, the mayor needs to do more. Like, it doesn't matter. She has nothing else to say.
But it would be nice though, Ak, if there was a judge out there with the balls to do the right thing.
I mean, there is. Trump is doing the right thing, man. Trump.
But I'm talking about a judge.
They're going to handle that. Wow, look at this. Is this the one you were talking about?
Tonight, we're following a developing story. This coming out of Center City. One person in custody tonight after a woman was shot and killed. It all happened in the middle of the afternoon, right along a.
Let me tell you like this. I'm not getting involved in this. I'm walking on by.
What do you mean?
I'm going to start whistling.
Well, we don't even know what happened though. You know what I mean? Like,
it don't matter.
You wouldn't render aid to her?
No, man,
Hey, you know what I do when I see bullshit? I start patting my pockets like I forgot something. Like, oh,
doing the bow face.
Oh man, I forgot, and run.
Yeah, man. This
your watch and shit.
You wouldn't render aid to her?
What, nigga? That was on 11.
But I'm saying though, like, the gunfire stopped going off, right? No more gunfire. You wouldn't go help her?
I would come from behind the car and render aid to her. I mean, maybe, but I mean, let me tell you this. Listen, I'm not getting into this. This one right here, the energy is different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different energy with this.
Tonight, we're following a developing story. This coming out of Center City. One person in custody tonight after a woman was shot and killed. It all happened in the middle of the afternoon, right along a busy Chestnut Street. This entire crime was caught on video. Action News reporter Leland Pinder joining us live from police headquarters with more on what we're learning about this. Leland.
Gray, a really nice Friday night here, coming to a halt for a few hours in a very popular and well-traveled area of Center City. Sources tell us police are looking into whether this may have been a domestic situation. Dramatic video shows a shooting unfold in Center City Friday evening. This happened just before 6 p.m. at the corner of 12th and Chestnut in front of a 7-Eleven.
This is not the area that you typically hear things like this happening.
Despite not hearing it often in his neighborhood, Casey Boltinghouse was sure the popping he heard was a gunshot as he was headed out for a bike ride.
That's when I just was outside my door, heard that, and just started riding down Chestnut.
Police say one woman is dead, pronounced at Jefferson about 90 minutes after the shooting was reported, and one person is in custody. The video appears to show 3 people involved. It looks as if one woman is trying to get a man off of another woman. Moments later in that same video, it shows the man point a gun at the woman on the ground. Police have not released how or if this trio may know each other or what led up to the shooting. Sources tell us police are also looking into whether one of the women was the person initially armed. Witnesses reported the gun was somehow pried away from her.
They hauled the girl off in the ambulance, which that happened really quick. Obviously, the hospitals are right around here, so that happened pretty quick. Hauled her off. She was getting loaded up when I got here.
Evidence markers suggest at least 2 shots were fired. Police say their investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, that's some rough shit right there, Jack.
I mean, it looks like a robbery to me. Like, they just
So it was a
came up on.
domestic.
Yeah, it looked like some crackhead street people shit.
That's a
Like
90% gay neighborhood too.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way he was aiming that gun, you could tell that he was off.
Salute to Don Wrinkles, man. He says Livingston has a bad case of gay face. Who's Livingston?
The neighborhood, maybe.
The guy who was fucking assaulting them. The
That's
black
his
guy.
name? Oh, the black
Livingston,
guy?
yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't know. He got a bad case of ugly face. Let's let's see.
That's the one that you were talking about, Reese.
I think that gotta be it. Let's see. Let's see this.
Developments to tell you about in the killing of a Hazel Park mother and child. The man arrested and charged with the crime. Turns out it's the woman's own brother. Good evening, everybody. I'm Root Raj.
And I'm Jessica Dupnack. LaDamian Hill is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder in the Labor Day murder. Fox 2's Scott Wolchek is live with the very latest. And Scott, it sounds like you're following some breaking situations out there.
That's true, Jessica. They just pulled up with a vehicle to transport him to Oakland County. And no, that's not him, but that is somebody else. But yes, there he is right there walking over here. LaDamian, why? We want to know why.
Back up. Do you have any
Back up.
family?
Do you have anything to say?
To your family. Do you have anything to say?
Anything to say? They want to know why.
Your family says they're confused.
And so that's the big question on everybody's mind is why this may have happened, right? So this man is the brother to Linda Hill, the uncle to young Cardi Jackson. Remember, this is a brutal murder where these two had their throats slit. Now, we did talk to the family, and that was the number one thing that they were wondering about is why could this have happened? Because we learned today that this is a man who is the father of 7 different children, and some of those kids were in court. They said this is not like their dad at all. Totally confused. Their big question is why? Because they're hurt. Take a listen.
We never saw it coming. Now, it's a possibility that they say he was on some kind of drug, right? I didn't know he was on drugs. But it's a possibility that he was on some kind of drugs because it's hard to fathom why he would, he would hug his sister. He would always come in the house and say, "Where's Folk at?"
What was it like seeing him in court today? Different, because it's not him. That's not how he act. He couldn't make eye contact. He wasn't himself. This is his mama. How you come look at your mama and say nothing?
You're just traumatized, right? So the very next day and the days after that, you start feeling the effects of it. So right now, I know I'm numb. I haven't been myself in the last couple of days, but it's gonna be okay.
And you heard that right there. That was the uncle of Linda.
Yeah.
They said why? Why not?
Yeah. Do we believe this son tale here? I don't believe it.
No, not at
Not
all.
for 1 second. They
Not
don't.
for a second. What the fuck is this guy wearing? What is that?
Shiesty.
Yeah, you never know.
Right.
I was looking for this guy probably,
So you don't believe that the son man just flicked off and killed his sister and her son?
Well,
I believe that, but I don't believe the part about him being on drugs.
Yeah. And I don't believe the part where they're pretending that this was the first time.
Right.
He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's not violent. He don't be tripping. They're bullshit.
One of my young boys killed his mom in Camden, in Woodland, New Jersey. Actually, he was 17 years old, I think. Stabbed her a bunch of times. I think 9 times, right in front of his little sister.
Wow.
Yeah, he was messed up on drugs too.
Oh, okay.
But did he have a history of violence?
No, he's one of the coolest kids ever.
Maybe it is DNA. Hey, new guy.
No, they smoke wet in Camden. That shit is. I don't. Man, that shit changes.
That wiki water.
Yeah. They do that shit in
ACP.
Kensington too. Yeah.
That shit takes the God out of you, dog. You're not getting nothing no more after that.
Yeah, and I seen it.
Yeah. I had a friend who was on wet all the time, dude. That guy was a monster.
If you saw some of the beautiful chicks over here that do that shit, it would blow your mind, make you cry. Yo.
In Philly?
In Camden.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I believe.
Hey, new guy. You don't wear shiesties on a regular day? You don't just walk around wearing a shiesty?
Well, we have in a suburb of Toronto called Brampton. I think we have a lot of the sons there wear those. I guess that's what it's called. I didn't know what they were called, but these fucking, to me, it's just a ski mask that the sons like to wear.
Basically.
Yeah.
No, a ski mask goes over your head. It has holes.
I mean, same purpose, right? Same purpose.
Yeah, the shiesty's a little bit like cooler, but I mean it's less offensive.
You're like a ninja. You look like a ninja.
Yeah, the ski mask is very, very offensive.
It's more like the thing you white folks were using when you jogged in the wintertime by the
When you're
parkway.
skiing. Yeah, when you go skiing.
Right.
Just before 10 o'clock Tuesday, someone reported gun.
Tonight, Indianapolis is grappling with another surge in violence after shootings and stabbings last night leave one person dead and multiple people injured. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10 o'clock. I'm Dan Spieler.
And I'm Birshel Edme. IMPD responded to multiple scenes last night, including 2 shootings just minutes apart. Fox 59 Scarlett O'Hara spoke with neighbors and police about this spike in violence.
Just before 10 o'clock Tuesday, someone reported gunfire near 12th and MLK. Neighbors told me they heard several rounds but never saw who fired them. When officers got there, they discovered 25-year-old Isaac Duncan dead inside a car alone with no witnesses. Just moments later, police were called here to the east side, where they found one man shot in the street, searched the area, and found 2 more men shot. But in both cases, they have yet to find any suspects.
I see flashes go off at the end of the block. It's like a movie. Flash, flash, bang, 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 bang.
One neighbor who asked to remain anonymous says she was unloading groceries when the shooting began on Denny Street, which, by the time the gun smoke cleared, investigators say was littered with about 30 shell casings from both rifles and pistols.
It's another day on the east side of Indianapolis, unfortunately.
A violent one for the city overall, with at least 6 people shot in separate incidents, 1 fatally and 2 others stabbed.
We're coming off of a holiday weekend. This is a time where people are supposed to be together, and we have our neighbors waking up to violence. Unsettling for us to see any level of violence like this spike overnight like it did.
Still, IMPD officer Drew Brown says Indianapolis is tracking a reduction in crime, with non-fatal shootings down 15% so far this year, and both criminal homicides and citywide violent crime down 23%. But to keep those numbers trending down, he says everyone needs to prioritize peaceful conflict resolution. And to get justice for every victim, anyone with information needs to do their part and speak up.
That single tip could be the turning point between a family who's grieving getting closure.
In Indianapolis, Scarlett O'Hara, Fox 59 News.
Wow.
My son went outside.
Wow. That's crazy. Indianapolis, we've always done a lot of stories on that, man.
Oh, yeah.
The last hour, D.C. police announced they are searching for a 3rd person in the shooting death of a congressional intern. Eric Tarpinian Yakum was shot and killed near the convention center back in late June. Now police tell us they're trying to find this man right here. He's 18-year-old Naquan.
Wow.
Another one.
How is he 18? He can't be 18. There's no way.
He would have got picked for that other niggas lineup.
18 going on 30.
Yeah, you look like a goddamn caveman, man. Like,
Yeah, he does. Like the model for a caveman.
You got the bulk eyebrows, dog. The bone, eyebrow bone.
Man, like brow ridge.
Like the missing link looking ass.
Man, look, bro, there's no way that DNA, man.
You know, this
DNA,
is
bro.
like what they did in Star Trek. They like modeled the Klingons after these dudes. I'm convinced.
You got people walking
This
around your
guy,
city looking like this. That's scary.
he
Man,
walks right out the museum, man.
Yeah, we're all so different, man. It just sucks that we can't
Yep.
just accept it. I mean, the mainstream, field eye. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like this guy right
Different.
here. He's 18, and they were firing some big shit machine guns like broad daylight, like by the convention center. Like them sons must have hated each other, but yeah.
His pain came from women, yo.
His what?
His
Oh
pain came
wow.
from women rejecting
Call
him.
them ugly and shit. Yeah, that's one rough looking son, man. God damn.
Lucas. He faces first-degree murder charges tonight. Now, two 17-year-olds were arrested in D.C. this morning, and they're being charged as adults. Our Matthew Torres says the case is sparking a stronger push to prosecute more violent juvenile cases from U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro.
Tonight, a break in a shooting that killed 21-year-old Eric Terpinium Jackum. D.C. U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro announced authorities have arrested two 17-year-old boys, Jalen Lucas of Northwest and Calvin Thomas Jr. of Southeast. Both teens are charged as adults with first-degree murder while armed. They're still searching for a third teen suspect, now identified as 18-year-old Naquan Lucas.
It's bad enough to be gunned down on any street, but to be gunned down in our nation's capital is an outrage.
Terpinium Jackum was a senior at the University of Massachusetts Amherst, interning for Republican Congressman Ron Estes on Capitol Hill. Pirro says he was shot 4 times when he was caught in the crossfire of a drive-by shootout at 7th and M near the Mount Vernon Square Metro in late June. Police reported the shooting was part of an ongoing dispute between rival groups.
Innocent bystander who was caught in a violent act that was not meant for him.
Pirro is using this case to argue why Congress needs to change the law so the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. can prosecute more juvenile cases. She says the suspects have a violent record in family court.
These young punks who are on the street with guns, shooting at each other, killing innocent people, they need to be brought into my system and not in the family court system for rehabilitation, because they've been in that system more than once. And I don't think they've been rehabilitated.
This comes at a time when Pirro's team is being criticized for how it's handling an influx of cases since the Trump administration's federal surge. A U.S. magistrate judge in D.C. blasted prosecutors this week by saying their office has lost credibility.
Do you have full confidence in the attorney's office to prosecute these types of cases, especially knowing that there was that back and forth with the U.S.
What I
magistrate
will say
judge?
is that the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Metropolitan Police Department, we have always worked very well together.
I have full, and I mean full confidence in the U.S. Attorney's Office and in the process.
Should they be taking a different approach?
No.
Pirro responded to the judge's remarks by saying he sympathizes with criminals and is too political. The chief says she spoke to the victim's family this morning about the charges. They tell me they are still processing this news. In Northwest, I'm Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.
Today, local students.
In the meantime, squeegees have returned to a busy Baltimore
Uh-oh.
intersection, and one driver says they've brought back a popular scam. In social media post that has now gone viral, Shanae Platter explains how she lost $900 in just seconds. Fox 45's Rebecca
This
Pryor
can't
joins
be
us
a new
live to share
story.
her story
This
tonight.
is always going on.
And Mary, we're here at that intersection now where a police officer was stationed for the better half of the afternoon, but now he's gone. And take a look, there are 2 groups of squeegee kids back weaving in and out of cars, trying to, wash windshields for cash. Not only is it illegal for them to be here at all, we know that panhandling in the street, it is illegal, but this Baltimore mother, she says that she tried to help them, and instead her act of kindness cost her $900.
Posted at the corner of MLK and Washington Boulevard, a police officer watching closely as a group of young men armed with squeegees crossed the street. A once common sight, now mostly faded from the city's major intersections. This time, they keep walking. But last week,
I had to come on here and share this story. It has been troubling me since it happened on Sunday.
Shanae Plater's taking to TikTok in a post that's now received over 10,000 likes, saying she learned the hard way why the city cleared them from the streets.
And I thought that, okay, well, maybe they're back, but I haven't heard the stories about the scam. I haven't. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
After allowing one of them to clean her windshield, she wanted to thank him, but didn't have cash. That's when Plater says he suggested sending funds through the mobile payment service Cash App.
And he was like, I can put my number in. And unfortunately, I gave him my phone. When I put my PIN in, it said, you have sent $900. And I said, you sent $900? Why did you do that? And he said, you did that. You did that.
Fearing for the safety of her young children in the back seat, she didn't chase after him. Instead, she called 911. But by the time officers arrived,
And it was like he literally disappeared into thin air.
Along with her money.
Yesterday, I got a message from Cash App. They can't prove it was a scam. I have 4 children. I work every day. I'm in college. I'm in grad school. I have to pay out of pocket to go to school. I can recover. I will, but it hurts.
BPD confirming they're investigating the incident, but so far, no arrests have been made. In the meantime, Plater says she doesn't want sympathy, just for others to avoid making the same mistake.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else. If I can prevent this from happening, I don't mind sharing my story.
Will you stop again for squeegee workers in the future?
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
I can't.
This is different. We did this, yeah.
Ike, is this story here recent though?
Yeah. It's like very recent.
Wow.
I forgot about the Squeegee Boys for a minute though. I ain't gonna lie.
But it seems like it's still going on, the exact same shit.
Yeah, they chased them away from a lot of places. Jeez.
Remember the one where the son man came back? Because they got his mom, they scammed his mother, so he came back.
Oh yeah, yeah. And he did he kill or he shot him?
I think he deleted one of them, right? Or
Yeah,
he shot
some
him.
man. Yeah, Baltimore. That was Baltimore. Yeah.
Where's this one at? That was in Baltimore?
Yeah, that's where the Squeegee Boys. They're the only Squeegee Boys, I think. Wow.
That's an old hustle though.
With the Cash App?
No, the squeegee and windows. The Cash App thing is new, but the squeegee and windows hustle is real old. They used to do that at all the gas stations in Philly. Young kids. Then the crackheads took it over.
Yeah, but even that hustle this is different. I mean, they're taking 900 in Cash App.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, once you give them hand them your phone,
Yeah, it's like you almost deserve it. I'm not gonna say they deserve it, but you almost deserve it.
yeah,
Never
definitely.
got set up a timeless hustle, a chance for kids to make money because now people are going to be afraid to do it, and the honest ones that want to do it ain't going to make no money now.
Oh yeah. Let's see what's going on in Birmingham, man.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. As stated, I'm Michael Pickett. I have the pleasure of serving as the Chief of Police for the Birmingham Police Department. I want to thank all of our media outlets that are here, making time in your day for this impromptu press conference. I thank you for doing that because it's important at times that we communicate, our department communicate, and I communicate with the public and give everyone an update on what's on our hearts and minds with BPD and how you all can help us and just the status of things. So thank you all for being here. With that being said, flanking me is all of my command staff from patrol, investigations, and those that work directly with me on a day-to-day basis. So to Birmingham, we are better than this. I truly believe that we are better than this. We owe our elders and our children more than what we've given them over the past couple of weeks. Senseless acts of violence. Senseless. Over the past couple of weeks, BPD, as well as our community, has lost a 6-year-old to an adult, not a parent in that instance, but an adult that left a fully loaded weapon amongst a child for him to end, a toddler, for him to end his precious life. We observed parents encouraging middle school aged little girls to fight, ended up in the street. fighting violently. And now we have one of our most precious souls that God blessed with long life was killed by a stray bullet while sitting on her porch with her daughter. When is enough enough? BPD is going to continue to keep our foot on the gas as it relates to violent offenders and crime across Birmingham. But at this point, it is time for our community to completely turn its back on senseless acts of violence. This isn't about snitching or snitch culture. We are past that. No one should harbor a person that has killed a grandmother, a great-grandmother. No one should harbor that person. No one should know who did that and be willing and not be willing to just call in an anonymous tip. No one should be okay with that person that has done this to go hang out this weekend, kick it or whatever, and go free. And they recklessly took one of the sweetest persons that lived in our community. No one should be okay with that. This person was a grandmother, a mother, a neighbor, a friend, a mentor, a godmother, and from what I hear, a babysitter of many over the years. We want this person that took her life in custody ASAP. If we find out that you are harboring this person, aiding this person, helping this person in any way, shape, or form, we will be arresting you immediately, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Our investigators have not stopped working since this happened, as they do on most cases. But with this one, I know personally, they have not gotten any rest since this occurred. Reason being, we're literally walking down every single lead as thoroughly and as expeditiously as we possibly can. If you know who did this, even if you heard who did this, give them up. Turn them over to us. They have no place to walk free in our community.
Hey, man, everywhere you go, black people go through the same shit. Furman, wasn't that civil rights like Martin Luther King and shit? And Jesus Christ, man. Unbelievable.
That dream turned out to be a nightmare.
I'm telling you, you can't go nowhere where black people are. Please support the channel, man. Please take the $5 challenge on this Good Friday. Support the channel, guys. We need some people on the board, man. Please support the channel. We do it, take you around the country, man. Jeez.
The grandmother, who the coroner named today as Aldorthea Burrell, was shot and killed. Police say the 82-year-old was on her porch with her daughter.
Now, WVTM 13's Lisa Crane joining us live from the scene of that shooting in the Jones Valley neighborhood.
So they had an 82-year-old. We heard about the 80 to 69-year-old grandmother in Harlem, right? Was it that Harlem that got shot? She was walking with her walker. She got shot. Y'all didn't hear about this 82-year-old woman got hit with a straight bullet in Birmingham.
Damn.
The grandmother, who the coroner named today as Aldorthea Burrell, was shot and killed. Police say the 82-year-old was on her porch with her daughter.
Now, WVTM 13's Lisa Crane joining us live from the scene of that shooting in the Jones Valley neighborhood. Lisa, the chief, he's calling for community accountability.
Yeah, absolutely. At that news conference today, he was visibly frustrated with the killing of this beloved woman. 82-year-old Aldorthea Burrell was actually standing in the doorway of her home right here in that enclosed porch, the brick and blue home, when she was shot. Now, her daughter was sitting on the stoop outside, and that's when she tells me that they heard an argument happening right here at this intersection, 33rd Street Southwest. And they tell me that one of the people involved in that argument started backing down the street on foot just like this. That's when bullets rang out. One bullet went through that glass door and hit her mother in the head.
One of our most precious souls.
I mean, that's hardcore right there, Jack. I ain't gonna lie.
At my worst state, I wouldn't be able to live with something like that, yo.
I'm telling you, man. These niggas. It happens so often. This happens so often. It just happened the other day in Harlem.
Out, one bullet went through that glass door and hit her mother in the head.
One of our most precious souls that God blessed with long life was killed by a stray bullet while sitting on her porch with her daughter. When is enough enough?
Aldorthea Burrell had just celebrated her 82nd birthday. She was the matriarch of a large family, 3 children, 14 grands and great-grands, and 1 great-great-grandchild. You can see on the walls of her Jones Valley home, she was well loved.
They recklessly took one of the sweetest persons that lived in our community. No one should be okay with that. This person was a grandmother, a mother, a neighbor, a friend, a mentor, a godmother. We want this person that took her life in custody ASAP.
Birmingham Police Chief Michael Pickett said the senseless loss should galvanize the community. He says someone knows who fired the bullet that hit Burrell, and he's urging anyone with information to come forward.
We have to bring back community. We have to protect ourselves from the few that want to terrorize our community. And if we work together, and you all work with us and we work with you all, we can really show criminals that there's no place for them in our city.
Jeez.
That kind of shit happens in Chicago a lot too.
Happens everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Police say they have evidence connecting the 2 young suspects to the double deadly shooting over the weekend, but their family claims they're innocent.
Saying that my son was in the yard and he was identified as one of the shooters. That's a damn lie.
21-year-old Jordan Crawford and 18-year-old Mason Pierce are both charged with 2 counts.
Yo.
Another nigga could have went in that lineup.
Yo, look at this shit. Look at her, man. God damn. Jesus. And listen, man, I really do kind of understand like look, in a community like that, her son, she could think her son was a good kid because he hasn't killed anybody up until this point, right? Like, say he don't got nobodies, right? Up until this point. She could be like, yeah, he's a good kid. I'm telling you, I see it all the time in DC. Like, they'll be talking about somebody's a good kid. I'll even be like, yeah, he's a good kid. And that motherfucker's not a good kid in any other environment. He's an awful kid in most environments. But in that environment, yeah, he's a good kid.
He ain't killed nobody.
Yeah. Or he just not like all the way out there. Like, he not like just like a savage. He a savage, but he's not a savage.
He smokes weed, he skips school, he rumbles.
Yeah, fights and shit.
Ass. He might hop in a stolen car, but he ain't gonna steal it.
Yeah, and he ain't got shit positive going on. You know what I'm saying? But he not like, yeah, like you said, yeah.
Was identified as one of the shooters. That's a damn lie.
21-year-old Jordan Crawford and 18-year-old Mason Pierce are both charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault.
They came and bust my door up and got my children yesterday. They picked Jordan up from work yesterday.
In the Saturday night deadly shooting that took the lives of 48-year-old Roosevelt Stinson Jr. and 26-year-old Zacchaeus Johnson. 2 other men were also shot. They were all attending a birthday party at a house on Dogwood Trail when a witness says a gunman wearing a ski mask walked up and opened fire. During a Wednesday morning initial court appearance, a detective told Municipal Judge Joan Hardwick they have surveillance video of the shooting and that they found the weapons they believe were used at the house where the 2 men lived with Crawford's mom. According to investigators, Crawford is a manager at the Crystals in Florence. Police say Crawford left work early for a, quote, family emergency shortly before the shooting, and they say he later lied about that to detectives. Crawford's mom says her son is innocent.
The detective sitting up here lying and saying that my son left early from work just to go do that. I'm quite sure y'all got his phone. Y'all can pick.
So her son working at the what is this? The Crystal? This is a gas station? Oh yeah, her son, her baby's a good one. He one of the good ones. Yeah. He was at work. I feel mom. Mom like, nah, my baby was at work. He ain't do that.
Yo, she flagrantly removed 2 consonants from the word children.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Crawford is a manager at the Crystals in Florence. Police say Crawford left work early.
Yeah, my baby a manager. My baby a manager. No, he ain't. No, I got my son. He a manager. He a manager at this gas station all the way on the other side of town. Ain't no way he did that. I can understand that. Because I usually don't fuck with these moms and shit. But you know, like, listen, man.
Yeah.
There's no
So
way
it's not like
There's no way in God's green earth she think her son clocked out as the manager and went and like ran up on a birthday party broad nightlight and just shot a bunch of motherfuckers and got caught on the scene. Ain't no way. No way. Yeah, but yeah, he did that shit. We found the guns.
Dang. Just to go do that. I'm quite sure y'all got his phone. Y'all can ping his location in.
Left work early for a quote family emergency shortly before the shooting, and they say he later lied about that to detectives. Crawford's mom says her son is innocent.
Detective sitting up here lying and saying that my son left early from work just to go do that. I'm quite sure y'all got his phone. Y'all can ping his location and ping my location and see where I went to go pick my son up.
A detective testified that Johnson scribbled Crawford's name on a piece of paper before he passed away in the hospital. Judge Hartwell ruled both suspects will remain behind.
Wow.
That's movie shit right there.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Shout out to 10. What's this guy's name? 10?
Terry Bad.
Terry Bads. So shout out to Terry Bads, man. Salute to you, man. Becoming a member, man. Take the challenge. Support the channel, man. Take the $10 challenge, the $20 challenge, the $30 challenge, the $40, whatever you can do, man. Take the challenge, man. If you ain't taking one, take it again. Salute to Pamela Henderson. Shout out to Pamela Henderson. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. And shout out to Barry B, my man Barry B in the building. Whew. That's got to be tough though. Like your son's a manager, you know he at work, like you know what I'm saying, and they trying to tell you he shot somebody. He killed a bunch of motherfuckers. Like he went to a birthday party and tried to kill everybody at the party. And like, nah, but he's the manager at the gas station on the other side of town. What you talking about? You lying. I ain't mad at that mom for that, man. But I 1000% believe that some man did that shit.
Gas stations are battlefields now.
Yeah, this shit is just crazy, man. Sons, man.
Bars with no bond because of the nature of the crimes they're accused of. Crawford's family believes police should be investigating one of the victim's relatives.
Y'all got innocent men locked up in the jail system already. Then here go another one and another one that y'all locking up. Like y'all not even trying to solve the case and get to the bottom of.
There is still a lot of emotion surrounding this case on all sides. Crawford's mom told us an attorney for the public defender's office told her that she could not represent her son in the case after she decided to speak to reporters outside the courtroom. For now, we're live at JPD headquarters. Ross Adams, 16.
Jeez, these sons are so violent, man. They're so violent. I mean, god damn.
When crime is down, you can't feel it though.
Nah. Niggas are like so treacherous. And if you know niggas, you can't. Like maybe white people could think that it's down because they don't know niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like the average white liberal in the city, they don't know no niggas. They know their black college roommate or some shit like that. They don't know no niggas.
They
There
drink
might not have
already.
been no murders in your city today, but I promise you, a bunch of cars got stolen. Was a couple rumbles in some high schools, some rumbles in some cribs, some
shots
wives
fired.
got smacked up.
Right.
Yeah, definitely with some
And the
shots
list goes
fired
on.
and some non-contact shootings.
Right.
And yeah,
And the list goes on.
And in every city, there's at least a
couple
thousand potential arguments that could have went deadly a day.
Exactly.
Right. A couple burglaries. A couple, break into cars.
Every corner where you see niggas, those niggas stand there and get tough with people all day long. They get tough with niggas that's driving by, walking by.
Eyeballing.
They hesitate to move out the way when they coming out the store. All kinds of stuff. And it's
man.
Yeah, niggas are awful. Yeah, they're just awful. That's just the best way to say it, man. Niggas is awful.
There's no
Well, minutes ago, day 2 of testimony wrapped up in the trial of an Edwards man charged with killing his wife. Thanks for watching at 5. I'm Erin Pickens.
And I'm Megan West. The judge dismissed.
They killing his wife. That shit happens, man. That shit.
I wonder what's the ethnicity though. I mean, it happens, but what's the ethnicity?
She black.
You think
black
so?
Shit. Yeah, I just seen a picture of her. She black. Jeez.
Stop! Stop! Do not hit me! Do not hit me!
2143 code.
It's the best channel on YouTube. Next to the Ock Nation channel.
McRae and Willow. Robert John David 2434 Nissan Maxima blue in color. It's not the same one, but yo, you good? Officer Agostinelli, Greensboro Police Department. Reason I stopped you, it looks like that front headlight's out. It is out.
Yeah, it's because like when I hit them up, it turns off and
Okay.
off.
Y'all got any weapons inside the vehicle?
I don't.
Okay. Y'all got weapons inside the vehicle? Okay. You sure?
Yes, sir. We cool.
Okay. Y'all okay if I pop y'all out and do a safety frisk of your persons real quick? Make sure there's no weapons inside.
When you gotta do all that, you gotta have to sit, bro. I know my rights. You gotta have to sit and do all
Yeah,
that.
so I can do a safety frisk based on a couple things. I've had
Oh,
a
these
prior
Moors.
you, right? Yeah. Where I stopped the car. I know. I'm not saying that was
Just got out the
because he's got some. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna ask y'all each individually to step out of the vehicle. Okay. Don't reach for anything. Don't do anything like that. Okay. I'm doing a safety frisk at this point. Again, based on past. I'm gonna tell y'all all. Hey, listen. You can talk to my supervisor who's pulling up right now. Hey, you're good. Just listen to me. Bro, listen to me. Listen to me now. Bro, I'm going to pull all of y'all out if you keep yelling at me. I'm not. I stopped him for the taillight and I'm doing a safety frisk. Bro, you're yelling at me. I'm not going to keep yelling. Y'all can hop out of the car.
Y'all look at me real quick.
Y'all doing it legal.
Stop, bro. Look at me real quick.
Let me talk. Do not reach for anything.
No fucking reason. Let me talk.
Yeah,
Bro, come over here right now.
I'm gonna sit over here and get you
out right now. Come on. Let's get out.
Go ahead. Yo, you reach for anything. Bro, I'm telling you. Pop out.
They definitely got guns in that motherfucker because they don't want to get out.
Yeah. I agree.
God damn.
Stop!
I can't believe this used to move, motherfucker. Like the
Niggas
people ain't
screaming.
moved by this no more. Yeah, people not moved by this anymore. If you read the comments and if you read the comments in a video like this 4 or 5 years ago, it would have been like 90% of people acting like this world was coming to an end.
I was numb to this in the 80s. Dog. You know how many times I've seen niggas go into captured slave mode when the cops throw the fucking cuffs on? They scream like they're stabbing them with a javelin or something. Like it's the end of the.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I hate it.
Nobody's moved by this anymore. I'm talking about this shit. This shit. I bet we can go to the comment section right now and see motherfuckers not moved. They ain't. It's a whole different world, man.
I used to be on panels and motherfuckers would threaten to fight me and break out in tears over George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Like now,
Damn.
Yeah.
don't worry. When the Carmelo Anthony trial start, everything is going to ramp right back up. And when Derek Chauvin come home, everything's going to ramp right back up.
Yeah, nobody feels anything for these niggas anymore. They overplayed their hand like a motherfucker, just like a low IQ 8 would. I mean, like overplayed the fuck out of our hand. Like no one feels anything for us anymore.
It's a wrap, man.
Jeez,
We had the best 4 years in 500 years.
Yeah. Right, man. We literally had like the world by the balls.
That was a golden age for niggas. I don't think people understand that, man. Those were by far the best 4 years in American history.
Wow.
I can't wait to read the chapter on it 20 years from now.
Jesus Christ, man. We talking about like we fucked this up. We had a lick. We fucked it up, Jack. Jesus Christ.
We about to kill it in WNBA.
I'm telling you, I'm talking to him. No, I'm talking to him. Hey, if you recruit them, I'll fucking do it. Okay? Stop! Hey!
Look at the driver.
Hey, I want that black on something. Hey, I want to talk to the black on something. I'm not talking to you. You good?
You got anything on
I'm
you?
talking to the black officer. All of
I said I'm talking to the black officer.
I'm sorry.
You understand why I'm doing this? You understand why they're tweaking like that? Because I don't. You're good, bro. Give me the last time. Stop. Is that right under the seat? That's why I'm asking y'all to step out. Their reaction is never good enough. You're good, right? I appreciate it.
I'm talking to the black officer. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the black officer.
2241. And you clinically for male 20.
I'm not gonna make y'all lose y'all. Y'all tough as teams.
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh boy, I'll beat this shit up. It's over.
Y'all
have to lose. I want to talk to the back office. I'm talking to him.
2241. We're also.
I'm talking to the back office. I'm not ready. Can you get on me? Y'all going down, bro. I don't want you touching me. Y'all going down. I'm not touching you. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want that.
It's not the same one, but yo, you good? Officer Gastonelli, Greensboro Police Department. The reason I stopped you, it looks like that front headlight's out. It is out.
Yeah, it's because like when I hit the bump, it turns off and
Okay.
on.
Y'all got any weapons inside the vehicle?
I don't.
It's the same shit over again.
Y'all got weapons inside the vehicle?
He said, "I don't."
He damn near told him the rest of them.
Right, he snitched like shit.
Right.
You might as well say it, but they do.
Officer Gastonelli, Greensboro Police Department. The reason I stopped you, it looks like that front headlight's out. It is out.
Yeah, it's because like when I hit the bump, it turns off and on.
Y'all got any weapons inside the
Nodded
vehicle?
his head to the
I
left.
Okay. Y'all got weapons inside the vehicle? Okay. You sure?
Yes, sir. We go here.
Okay. Y'all okay if I pop y'all out and do a safety frisk of your persons real quick? Make sure there's no weapons inside.
You gotta do all that. You gotta have to sit, bro. I know my rights. You gotta have to sit and do all
No,
that.
so I can do a safety frisk based on a couple things. I've had a prior interaction with you, right? Where I stopped the car. I know. I'm not saying that was because he's got some. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna ask y'all each individually to step out of the vehicle, okay? Don't reach for anything. Don't do anything like that, okay? I'm doing a safety frisk at this point. Again, based on passage, I'm going to tell y'all all, hey, listen. You can talk to my supervisor who's pulling up right now. Hey, you're good. Just listen to me. Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me now. Bro, I'm going to pull all of y'all out if you keep yelling at me. I'm not. I stopped him for the taillight and I'm doing a safety frisk. Bro, you're yelling at me. I'm not going to keep yelling. Y'all can pop out of the car. Pop out of the car, bub. Look at me real quick. Y'all do not reach for anything. Let me talk. Hands up top for me, okay, bub? You understand what I'm talking about? Hands up top real quick. Hey, Brendan, just keep going. Yo, you reach for anything.
We talking to him. We talking to him. We talking to him. No, we talking to him. Grab me.
Big violent.
No, stop, bro. I got the whole thing recorded. Ow! What the fuck?
Ow.
Yo, what the fuck?
He's still holding his bottle.
Jesus.
He's still holding his bottle talking about ow.
Owie.
Fuck is all this for? Hey, I want those black officers. Hey, I want to talk to the black officers. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the black officers.
Weapons frisk, all of them.
I'm talking to the black officers. I'm not talking to you.
He just
I'm sorry, get up here.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand why I'm doing this? Do you understand why they're tweaking like that? Because I don't.
I just got out.
You're good, bro. But the last time I stopped you, and there's that rifle under the seat, that's why I'm asking y'all to step out. Their reaction is why we're getting out. You're good right now. I appreciate you.
The rifle.
I'm not talking to y'all.
He played his part.
I'm not gonna make you lose your job, homeboy. Y'all don't know who the fuck I am. I'm not gonna make y'all lose your job. I'm gonna make y'all lose your job.
Stop for real.
Yeah, y'all. I know him. Y'all tough in teams, ain't y'all? Y'all tough in teams. Take the tough or beat the shit out of both of
Okay,
y'all.
bro.
Homeboy.
Yeah, okay.
Homeboy. I'll beat the shit out of both of y'all. Fucking say so what for y'all. Y'all about to lose y'all job. And thank you to me too. Thank you to me for it. Y'all doing illegal stuff and pulling us out the car.
I'm not doing it. Sit in the car.
Y'all going down,
Sit in
bro.
the car.
Know that. Y'all
Sit in
going
the
down.
car.
Y'all going with no job, bitch.
Wow.
Man, anyone that's willing to work with these sun words, Zach, God bless them, man.
Telling you, man.
Hey, when that nigga said "not me," whoever had a gun in that car, heart shook when he said that.
Right.
I don't.
That shit was funny as fuck. He said, "Nah, I don't."
Shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he like low key snitched on him.
Man, he did the right thing, man. That's the right thing to do, man.
He was scared. He just got out. He said he just got out today, so he probably like, shit, I ain't trying to go back. Shit.
Right. Well, guess what? You're going back anyway.
Jackie, this investigation was a year in the making. Right now, 16 are in custody, and they're still actively looking for the ringleader.
This criminal enterprise was responsible for supplying the Philadelphia region with cocaine and crack cocaine, as well as marijuana.
This afternoon, Attorney General Dave Sunday, along with a handful of police agencies from the city and suburbs, announcing the arrest of over 10 drug traffickers working out of Philadelphia. During the arrest on Thursday, police also got 19 guns, 12 kilos of cocaine, 50 pounds of marijuana, and $275,000 in cash, as well as cars involved in the trafficking. The investigation on this group, who primarily work out of 5th and Cornwall, started last July.
It did start as a street-level investigation. It's a prolific location that has been, in one way, shape, or form, around for decades.
Officials say the ringleader is Jimmy Torres. He's on the run, and police know he has lived in both Philadelphia and Puerto Rico. His son Matthew Torres was arrested on Thursday. According to police, another big player in the organization, Johnny Bartolome, who would stash drugs in his home in Levittown before it was distributed around the city, he was arrested in his home as well. Officials warning their work isn't done.
You don't want this smoke.
because we all coming.
What?
Now, again, police and investigators are actively looking for those 5 members of that drug ring, and they're asking anyone with information to contact them. Here outside of police headquarters,
Man.
Yukari Nakayama, NBC 10 News.
Man, damn Puerto Ricans build a wall.
Stay on your island.
Money over there. Philly.
The trenches. Yo, you been to Memphis lately?
Oh yeah, it was a story in Memphis. I be trying not to go to Memphis. Once you go to Memphis,
It starts to get
you
out.
stay in Memphis for a long time.
You can do a channel on Memphis.
Yeah.
A beauty salon owner was shocked by an attempted robbery in broad daylight in the Boa Vista neighborhood of Lyndhurst.
Okay, so that's Mexican. That's Mexican news translated. Oh shit, I might have to
What did
save
they
that.
do?
This is Mexican news translated.
A beauty salon owner was shocked by an attempted robbery in broad daylight in the Boa Vista neighborhood of Lyndhurst. The robber ended up fleeing. It was
10:30 a.m. That was the time a man broke into a beauty salon in the Boa Vista neighborhood of Lyndhurst in an attempted robbery. Video surveillance cameras captured the entire action, which was foiled. The victim, a woman, was fighting back. Right? He opened the glass door, and I was facing away. When I got scared, right in front of him, he put his hand on his waist, not showing it was a gun or not. He kept trying to close the door, but he couldn't. That's when I pushed him. I fought back. Guys, don't do that. So, I fought back, pushed him, and ran outside screaming, leaving him there deciding whether he was going to rob me or not. I asked the guy next to me to help me. The woman became ill from the shock and was helped by a neighbor, a merchant. Quote,
"Yeah, I did what I could, right? Well, I did what I could, right? And yeah, I helped her. She kind of fainted, right? After taking the key from the thief's hand, she had the courage, right, to go after him, even fought the bum, right? In a way, I helped, right? She got a little weak in the legs, but thank God everything is fine. She's already working and everything. But this isn't the first time this has happened in the area. The merchant said she herself has been a victim.
Here in this establishment, which I've only been here for a short time, right, since I've been here, but in the other one
You know,
I've
bet
also experienced this situation twice, and this is the third time.
I bet you this whole thing is AI, like translated by AI. Think about how impressive that is. That the AI is able to translate what, because you know the one guy was probably talking vernacular. You know what I mean? And the way the AI was understanding it is still impressive.
Yo, you seen these new headphones that got out yet that can translate any language no matter what somebody's speaking in front of you? It
I
comes
think
to
the
you.
AirPods are gonna be able to do that. I heard.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Because again, if you heard the way how I was understanding the guy, kept saying right. You know that motherfucker was just talking slang, right?
Yo, they have to stop AI, dog. They got videos
I think so too.
on Instagram of George Floyd sitting in the KFC eating chicken, and Chauvin comes in and steals the shit and starts running down the street. George Floyd gets up, chases him. There's all kinds of crazy racist ass videos, and nobody.
It looks legit, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. I think it needs to be stopped, man. I mean, I've seen this movie. It was called The Terminator. You know what I'm saying, Chief?
You think our old asses didn't see it?
Right. I know Chief saw it when he was like, what? You seen that movie, Terminator?
I seen it in the theater when it came out, when it dropped.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It feels like that's coming, man, with this AI shit.
Let's see what's going on. You said Memphis?
You see, you had a story out of Memphis?
Oh, jeez.
And I already said, Mama, I ain't got to worry about me coming back outside. And it shouldn't even be like that.
A mother speaking out for the first time after her 17-year-old son, Tamarius Allen, was shot on Beale Street as 901 Day celebrations were ending. The family says they're speaking after seeing online comments. Hello, I'm Greg Hurst.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. They are calling for more security downtown and accountability from the alleged shooter's family. WREG's Brian Didlake has the story.
This is against the law, but I ran every red light getting downtown. I really did to get to my baby, but by the time I got there, they was already pulling off.
Tycia Allen, standing with her sister Victoria, says they were together waiting to hear from her son so she could pick him up when they got the call.
I'm sitting on the bed and she like, I don't know the number. So she answered and the boy was like, where you at? I'm calling for T-Main. He just got shot.
T-Main, or 17-year-old Tamarius, is Allen's son who was critically injured this past Monday on Beale Street. She says now Tamarius is recovering at Regional 1. His road to recovery, a journey, as Allen says she is trying her best to be strong for her son.
He's not in good spirit, though. He had his questions like this morning, they came in and checking his bandage, and he like, Mom, I'm sick of this stuff. Like, I know, son.
The family says they had no intentions of speaking out until they saw public comments online.
He ran across a post that said he should have got shot in his head. Yeah. Wow. It didn't really bother him because, we here now. God bless you to be here.
Allen, clearing the air, says any rumors circulating online of her son's involvement in the fights on Beale are false.
My son, he not no son. He done had been in trouble, but this would never have been no trouble. He would have gotten as far as like a gun. He get into boy trouble, fights, and but a gun, no.
I just know I seen the video and it was a fight or whatever. And I don't even know how my nephew got hit. From my understanding, he got hit from trying to protect somebody else.
The family says right now they are focusing on Tamarius' recovery and calling for more security measures downtown.
They need more cameras out there also because a lot of people weren't even trying to help. Everybody and their mama had their phones out.
In downtown Memphis, Brian Didlake for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
At least she's honest. Like, she admits, yeah, my nephew
Police are investigating a Cash App scam that played out at a traffic light in downtown Baltimore. A woman
You breaking up bad, bro.
Mm-hmm. But did you die?
Jeez, this is just a hell of a son. Son's got just everybody just like watching them commit all the crime. Like you can't even say like white people could. No, it's all sons.
But they do say that though. But the hotels do say that though.
No, but what I'm saying is it don't move people no more.
I get in countless debates about this. I'm talking about on a daily basis almost. And I hear the same thing over and over again. And someone is always trying to convince me that there's more white crime. And this circular argument is so stupid.
Yeah,
it's aggravating, man.
So who do you get into these debates with?
Nigga YouTube.
Okay.
All over nigga YouTube. The Fight Club space, Chaotic Truth for them.
Yeah. And they're saying that there's more glider crime.
Yeah, they always start Googling shit.
But it's crazy because they do believe that though. Or they don't.
And the woke dashikis, they always say, well, the white man is the greatest criminal of all times and blah blah blah.
Yeah, white collar crime. Now, Reese, do you think they mean that? Like, are they genuine when they say that gliders commit the crime or whatever? I think they know they're on bullshit.
Woke people
The
have
head of the U.S. Department of Transportation is taking aim at Metro, saying that the transit.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
In their argument, they have to be kind of fake and be like dishonest.
So that's what they're lying.
Because they know they're losing. They know it. They're not dumb. They figured some things out, but they have to win the argument.
But they are dumb though. They are dumb. The people that you debate with that you just described are dumb if they're saying that gliders are committing the crime, dude.
Some of them
they're
are
lying.
just woke.
There to help defend him.
Mason says her daughter came to the fair.
Baltimore County Police say they've arrested 7 minors at or near the fair this year. We certainly see a police presence, though, a security presence, as people start to enter the fair for the last few days of the fair. But police say 2 of those 7 arrests are in connection to a fight that actually happened across the street from the fair. We spoke to a mom whose daughter was hurt during that attack, and she says she wishes she was here to intervene.
They dragging her, hitting her. For what?
Ariel Mason watches this video in horror. Her 16-year-old daughter surrounded by people beating her across the street from the Maryland State Fair Saturday night.
Ugh. Like the video itself, it just make you want to scream. It's just, what do you do as a parent? Because you can't be there for everything, but some things you just wish you was there to help defend them.
Mason says her daughter came to the fair with friends before heading across the street after. She says she doesn't know the people who left her daughter with bruises all over her body and face. Neither does her daughter, but she hopes police find each and every one of them.
I'm beyond her. Like, if something does not happen, charges need to be pressed. Somebody needs to get in trouble for this.
Baltimore County Police confirmed they responded to 2200 York Road around 9:15 Saturday night and found a large group of teens fighting. They confirmed 2 arrests in connection with the fight. Police say they've arrested a total of 7 minors at or near the fair this year. Maryland State Fair General Manager Andy Cashman says the fair has security, a police presence, and a new policy that anyone under 18 needs to be with an adult throughout the fair.
It's worked out very well for the most part. You know, we still have some people that show up that aren't accompanied with an adult or a guardian, and that becomes a problem. But we hope parents, if they let their children come here, that they would come with them or have somebody be in charge of them while they do come.
Mason has a similar message.
Just whoever going to the fair, y'all just need to watch your kids. Don't send your kids really without an adult. Just know that this can happen to anybody, kid.
And Mason, who you just heard from there, says she did not.
Man.
Having the adults there is just going to be more niggas to fight.
Yeah. Especially if the adults are like, hood. They don't help. They don't help the situation at all.
A lot of these kids, their parents are just like them.
Yep.
The parents are worse.
Yeah. Jeez.
A large event following Ole Miss, the first football game of the season, ends in gunfire at a barbecue restaurant. This all happened on South Lamar Boulevard over the weekend. Wow. Tonight, we learned 19-year-old Antoine Terrell Tompkins was charged with aggravated assault following the event. Fox 15 Sierra Jordan breaks down what led up to the shooting.
Boo's Barbecue and Yard may seem quiet and empty now, but Oxford police say over the weekend it was packed. They say things got out of control and ended with gunfire.
What the fuck?
This cell phone video obtained by Fox 13 shows over 100 people at Boo's Barbecue and Yard on South Lamar Boulevard around 12:30 Sunday morning. Oxford police say the crowd gathered after Ole Miss' first football game of the season, but the celebration turned violent. Oxford police says the crowd caused parking and traffic problems on South Lamar. An Uber driver who asked to remain anonymous told Fox 13 those conditions made the roads dangerous for drivers and riders.
Crowds of people, and those are absolutely insane, especially when you have a whole lot of intoxicated people.
Around 12:45 a.m., police say 19-year-old Antoine Terrell Tompkins fired a gun. Officers rushed in and took him into custody. Police also arrested 20-year-old Desiree Douglas and charged him with carrying a concealed weapon.
Literally, it felt like right behind my car, multiple gunshots just rang off. Like, I didn't even have to question if it was gunshots. I was like my heart literally just hit my stomach. I was on the phone with the rider the whole time, which I felt so bad about because all you could hear on her end was screaming.
Investigators say about 20 officers worked until 3 a.m. to clear the area, making 42 traffic stops and seizing 10 guns. Fox 13 found this flyer advertising a back-to-school party at booths the same night. Police say 3 event organizers were cited for noise and inadequate security. The owner, 42-year-old Josh Booth, was also cited for lack of security and awareness, no age verification system, and no safety plan. Fox 13 spoke with students who say they were shocked about the gun violence following the game.
I wouldn't say gun violence is really a problem here. I think some bad things can happen really anywhere.
There's presence all around the square, and for that to happen in Oxford in such a big environment and an open environment like Booth's, that's insane that was allowed, especially here.
Thankfully, there were no injuries. We did reach out to the owner of Booth's Barbecue and Yard, but we are still waiting to hear back. In Oxford, Mississippi, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13 News.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Right now, Chicago.
Wow. Every city you go to, it's gonna be like every single one.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive if you think about it.
Yeah, suntuation, man. Got a suntuation from a sun, man.
They said it was a sun flare last week, so
A sun flare. Yeah,
solar storm or whatever that shit was.
You know what? I like that. A solar storm. Kind of what it feels like, Ag.
Yeah, this is bad.
A woman violently attacked outside of a Buckhead Target. And tonight, 11 Alive has uncovered the suspect is also connected to 2 other assaults on women at a nearby MARTA station.
And tonight, 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live in Buckhead. So, Cody, in one of those attacks, a good Samaritan stepped in to stop it.
Hey. Yeah,
that's right, Ron and Jennifer. Just Wednesday morning, right behind me here at this Target, a woman was possibly seconds away from being raped in a stairwell of this store.
Damn.
He's accused in multiple assaults. 30-year-old Torin Mott was booked in the Fulton County Jail on Thursday, nearly 24 hours after a woman says he tried to rape her outside the Buckhead Target on Peachtree Road. She showed up before the store opened Wednesday morning. Police say as the woman was walking away, she was targeted by Mott. The victim says when she noticed the suspect, she thought to herself, quote, "I hope he doesn't try anything." Seconds later, she says Mott grunted, ran towards her before tackling her. The entire thing caught on camera. Police say the video shows Mott dragging the woman by her feet into a nearby stairwell where he pulled down her pants and tried to rape her. Thankfully,
ladder
a
queen,
good
right?
Samaritan walking up the stairs heard the woman's screams, pulled Mott off her and started to fight him, giving her time to run and get help. Little did she know, MARTA police had been looking for Mott after they say he attacked a woman earlier that morning less than a mile away at the Lennox MARTA station in Buckhead. MARTA police say Mott had a belt in his hand as he chased after this woman.
He was whipping her? He was whipping her?
Fucking
This is incredible.
I'll set this up, man.
No, man. This is
I was thinking
organic.
that.
This is
I was thinking that.
organic, yo. I didn't even know this story existed.
Yo, he got free time. Y'all know how he moved, man.
Hey.
He's done it before.
I mean, as I was watching it, I was thinking like, man, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought that you're nitpicking. But I know you're not.
Yeah, Ox a nitpicker. That's what he is. He's nitpicking all of this.
Yeah, take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, guys. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. Even PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. This right here. Listen, once you hit something in the algorithm, my algorithm is crazy. So like I do so much crime, click on so many crime stories. I probably get a lot of stuff that most people algorithm don't get.
Belt is not in the algorithm.
He was whipping her.
This son, man, is just like they crazy. They wild. Listen, this is Custer's last stand. We talking about Sunman's last stand or Sunster's last stand, man.
You wish.
Run and get help. Little did she know, MARTA police had been looking for Mott after they say he attacked a woman earlier that morning less than a mile away at the Lennox MARTA station in Buckhead. MARTA police say Mott had a belt in his hand as he chased after this woman. She was on a bike and ended up falling off, hitting her head. And get this, Mott had already been arrested 2 years earlier, accused of attacking a woman at this same MARTA station. Warrants state he grabbed that victim, put his hands over her mouth and arm around her waist. The woman was able to fight him off, and he took off running before she was seriously hurt. Definitely a scary situation in all three of these incidents. And again, just a good Samaritan showing up at the right time at the right place here behind me Wednesday morning. Of course, right now, Atlanta police looking into Mott's past to see if he's possibly tied to any more attacks across the city.
Man, if I was Hotep, I will hate you, bro.
Yeah. I'll come see you.
Yeah, Ox nitpicking for the infinite money glitch.
I mean, you're exposing what we know. I
said everybody.
Uh-oh.
All right, we'll say it like this. If I come back out here, everybody's going to juvenile. Y'all go to juvenile, Dad going to jail. It ain't going to be no explaining. Don't question me. I said it, I meant it. If I come back, everybody goes to juvenile, and Dad goes to jail. I didn't care. I don't care. He's the adult. He's responsible for y'all. Don't question me. I'm grown. Everybody here going to juvenile. Everybody here is going to juvenile. I'm not juvenile. You're going to jail then, and you can explain it to the judge. I'm done talking, and I'm gonna tell them, and I'm gonna tell them the same, and I'm gonna tell them the same thing, and I'm gonna tell them the same thing. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh! You gonna do what? Go in the house. Go in the house. I'm saying it again.
This is how you gotta treat the niggas though. Like if they didn't take this stance, the niggas would be on their ass.
Yeah, that's a fact. They weren't never going to shut up, yo, until he started swinging.
Yeah, they took control of this situation.
There's about 12 of them in one house.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
Turn around and say another word.
I'm going to home. I mean, folks are making his legs run up real free. Why you going to smoke? Come on, going to home. Somebody be quiet.
Where's his belt cam? If this nigga jumped to this police car, baby and shit.
Yeah, we got it all in this one, huh? Where's the dog?
There's a baby at every one of these joints, yo. Oh shit!
Chairs getting thrown.
Pissed him off now. They go screaming.
Oh God, I should have recorded when they said something.
There's gonna be another charge. You're gonna calm down, man. I'm gonna tell you now. You're gonna calm down.
Oh! Oh! Yo, he socked him.
Oh wow.
That's right. I love it.
Yo, he socked that nigga, yo.
That was a girl.
Oh!
Please, we're not phone.
In the house. Go in the house. He stepped into a left cross, yo.
I love this, man. This is how
That,
you
that
do
was a
it.
good. That was a good swing.
I
Yeah,
want to see
he
what the
stepped
people
into
say.
that shit.
I want to see what the people say. It said, not a thing wrong with the way the police spoke to these folks. Kids got no respect for authority. When parents teach their kids to act right, somebody has to do it. Outrage. They got a well-deserved trip, and that's that. That father sure as hell ain't no father. Hell, the cop act more like a father to them.
Damn.
Police aren't paid enough.
Let me, so I can see it later. What's the name of the video?
You cut off
Jesus.
again. You cut off again.
Did I?
This one's a video of heated arrest of teen girls in Alabama goes viral. It's on Alabama.com.
All right, thanks, Hawk.
Yeah, videos. Yeah, this is
There are thousands.
yikes. I'm happy. I have no problem. People are not. We used everything up. We used all of our sympathy up. No one cares. It could be girls. They don't care. There's no kids. It ain't no sympathy. No motherfucker.
Yo,
It's
critical
like
race theory is gone. Some of these crosswalks been painted. The statue's been put back. It's over.
Let me just say this. You remember that speech by Aaron McGruder, the founder of the
Yes.
Boondocks creator?
Yes.
It
That
came
was
true.
20 years ago. Yeah, that was 20 years ago too.
It came true.
Yep.
Caught on camera, 3 people detained near a house in Lipscomb as several others, including children, looked on. We're told one of the detained is a minor. The video you just saw now prompting legal action. WVTM 13's Jarvis Robertson heard from an attorney taking on the case tonight. He says they were assaulted, Jarvis.
Yeah, that's what he said, Guy. Now, during that news conference with the family and the attorney, one person had a neck brace, others had bandages around their hands. So this all happened on Sunday. As of right now, they are demanding accountability.
What they experienced on the 31st, on Sunday, was just is a very unfortunate incident.
Intense moments between police and a group of people outside of a home in Lipscomb. We've chosen to blur the videos to help protect the identity of any minors. However, it has been shared to social media. The family hired attorney Jonathan Alston to represent them.
Let's say it like this. If I come back out here, everybody's going to juvenile. Y'all go to juvenile, Dad going to jail.
Why were they here at this house in the first place? And two, why did the officers choose to escalate a situation that was clearly calm and violate my client's civil rights?
He sent us multiple clips from this day. One officer pulls up in a black car, gets out, and talks to the people in the front yard.
Y'all call? No. Y'all straight? Yeah.
And eventually drives away. Another clip shows 3 officers pulling up, including the first one who stopped by initially. At one point, you can hear one officer tell the children to go inside and get a parent.
Everybody else go in the house. Go get the parents. Everybody else go in the house.
Here's another angle which shows an officer possibly knocking a phone out of someone's hand. Now, these 3 ladies were arrested. Their ages 14, 18, and 19. I reached out to Lipscomb to find out why police stopped by this property. The city clerk sent me this statement saying, quote, "The city of Lipscomb is aware of recent events involving law enforcement. We confirm this is an active investigation and no further statements will be made at this time. We ask for the public's patience and cooperation as we respect due process and ensure a lawful, fair outcome."
They assaulted my clients, and they're going to have to give an account for that.
Alston says his client also have the physical proof to show the interaction with police.
They have several injuries, soft tissue injuries, head, neck, shoulder, back, legs, ankle, hurt their wrist, and you can see it from the video.
Fuck out of here.
So just watching this video, you can tell that it was a very chaotic and intense moment between those young people and the Lipscomb Police Department. Now, the big question remains tonight is why was police there? As of right now, the city of Lipscomb, the police department, they are being tight-lipped about this incident. Now, also the attorney, Jonathan Austin, he did tell us today that there was no arrest report or affidavit following that interaction. So again, we're going to continue to follow this developing story because there are still a lot of questions remaining. It reporting live in Birmingham tonight, I'm Jarvis Robertson, WVTM 13.
Jarvis, thanks.
Not appear that our officers violated any internal.
Jesus. Yeah, man, sun's yellow. Jeez. Well, that's what do you call it? San Francisco. Oh yeah, there's one story that I did want to show y'all before. Hold on. Did I show it or did I not show it? Did I? I don't think I showed it. Yeah, I hope I didn't show it.
Now, Baltimore County
Oh
Police
yeah,
say
it's
an
low.
officer was hit by a dirt bike during last weekend's mayhem, and tonight officials are taking action.
Fox 45's Keith Daniels joins us live in Towson with a look into what is being done to limit the crowds there. Keith.
Well, Maxine and Kyle, we're live on York Road and Chesapeake Avenue. It is Thursday night, and if you take a look behind me, you see the crowds already gathering here on this block, and over here, right outside that restaurant, police have gathered. Their lights are flashing, people waiting to go inside that restaurant. Now, without giving details, Baltimore County Police tell us the goal is to develop effective strategies that prioritize safety and preserve public order. They did not, or rather they did say they are committed to increasing visibility. And tonight, one business owner is pushing county leaders to do something now about the situation before it's too late. In Towson, there's a call to crack down on large crowds that cause chaos.
It's not Towson.
Bill Pacco, owner of Barley's Backyard Restaurant, among those sounding the alarm.
Around 11 o'clock, there were probably about 2,000 people.
Pacco says it's been happening for about the past year. Huge crowds linger outside businesses along York Road in central Towson, mostly on Thursday nights. Surveillance cameras captured this crowd last week, and there's been trouble.
2 weeks ago, a county police officer was assaulted. Last Thursday, and that was a Thursday. Last Thursday, a police officer was hit by a dirt bike rider who was arrested and was in possession of a gun.
And the crowds often spill into the back of his business.
I was out there around midnight last week, and I would say there were approximately 4 to 6 cars dispensing alcoholic drinks out of the back of their car.
It's an issue that got the attention of Baltimore County Executive Kathy Klausmeyer, seen here in these photos at a meeting Thursday with Towson business owners and other county leaders, including Police Chief Robert Mahal, seeking more order and control of the situation. Pacco was at that meeting with Klausmeyer too.
She's trying. She stayed for 5 minutes.
But her staff remained behind to hear concerns.
But we had an hour of time. And after the introductions took place around the room, it left a half an hour to discuss the issues. And the meeting ended in an hour. Not much got accomplished.
We have to shut York Road down.
Also at the meeting, Baltimore County Council Chair Mike Ertel.
From a crowd control standpoint, yeah, it's an issue.
Who says there will be follow-up meetings to address what he calls a very serious concern.
We're not going to tolerate bad behavior. It's the same kind of percentages as the population. 5 to 10% are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're doing really stupid things or dangerous things.
I firmly believe that it's going to take someone to be shot here to be able to have local officials really crack down on the people who are not observing the crowd control rules.
Now we are back here live where it seems crowd control is under control. Now, while police have not said how many arrests they've made related to this situation, they say they are committed to carrying out what they call necessary arrest of individuals with unlawful intentions. We're live now in Towson. Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
Hi, I'm Maxine Stryker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and check out Fox Baltimore on social media to find more stories like this.
Wow. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. Salute to let's see who we got on the board here.
Developments out of Kensington this afternoon. A man.
Gouch Malo says, salute Ak in the nation. Great shows with 2 times a day. Thank you in your chat. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go again tomorrow, but yeah, tonight, man, this is a great show, man. Salute to everybody on the panel, man. Salute to everybody who supported the channel, man. Salute to everybody who shared this on social media. We're trying to get 10 people to share this on social media. Thank you very much. Any final thoughts, guys? Any final thoughts?
Good on my end.
All right, man. Salute, man. Same black time, same black channel.
Salute.